or northwest, I guess, over to like Hill 81 area, and wait there for you to tell us what to do, or whenever the section starts moving in.
Okay, copy that.
Alright, Kanan, come on, we're going to have a fun time.
Oh boy, lugging heavy ordnance across the world.
Yo, does TeamSpeak sound really laggy to you?
No. It's fine.
Kanan?
No, it's fine for me.
You're on whispering.
Oh.
Should you shift off whispering? Okay, let me make sure that we're going to take the right road heading down. Yeah, okay. This next road up. Comcheck 31-4.
Oh yeah, I should probably set that.
Go ahead and set it now.
Alrighty. $31.4.
Gotcha. But yeah, has TeamSpeak seemed like it's been lagging in like this server kind of today?
I don't know, I just got here.
I mean, same. Like, it wasn't doing it to me earlier, but since the up started, like, I've had a bit of frame lag, I think. And, like, I couldn't tell if it was just Johnson or if, like, the other people were lagging as well.
I mean, you sound fine to me.
Okay, and you sound fine to me, so I guess I just had a little bit of frame drop today.
And I'm already out of stamina. Oh well. Didn't need that stamina anyways.
Yeah, we'll be good. What's your weight?
It's like 43 kilos, 92 pounds.
Okay, I'm at 88 pounds. I don't know when the fucking perimeter for this area clears up. As to, you know, like, where we'll cross into hostile territory. But we're beelining it for Hill 72 pretty much, so it's pretty much straight south of us. I guess we'll go a bit west and then just cut in on it.
Yeah, and use those windmills as markers.
Yeah.
SGTT.Quincy left your channel.
Or I guess I should call them wind turbines.
Make sure I brought everything I needed. Laser designators, okay. Do have a battery in those. Awesome mags. Awesome. By the way, now we use, like, if you see a rifle, how it has awesome mags, we use those now.
Yeah, and they hit harder.
Yeah, it's just the old stuff, Demi up to the fucking shit so that now it doesn't take 10 rounds to kill one dude.
Yeah, it was myself and Woolridge were testing it originally, and it could it was so good that it can penetrate our armor, and you know that's good.
Yeah, no.
So
and he also nerfed our plate carriers, so that made it light penetrating them.
He didn't nerf it; he literally just switched it and turned it into the Grenadier chest plate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still. That's a nerf from what we were.
SGTV.Woolridge joined your channel.
Yeah, the only thing that'll change now is people will like pass out and get up more often from being shot in the chest. That's the only real thing that'll change.
It's really all I needed. Like, if you take a 7.62 round to the chest, I get it. You'll have a broken rib and you'll be fine. But if you just take two, like, eventually your plate carrier's integrity gets compromised. And it is basically like just wearing a fucking broken ceramic plate on your chest. It doesn't do shit.
Yeah.
I love being in whiskey because I can just be like, what? Did you see something?
No, I was just thinking of that hill with the windmills on it. If it could see over the trees.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and get up there. Why not?
Yeah, that's hill 124.
Yeah. I don't think we'll have any good shots from up there, but it'll be good for us to see Hill 72 before we approach it.
Yeah, we'd only be in range for like half of the town. Most of the ranges, or most of the shots would be over 800 meters.
You can hit 800 with this thing.
Yeah.
I think you can range your launcher to like...
a click.
Yeah, one click. So we'll be fine, especially if you're using heat. They fly true, so it's not very hard of a shot. But my only concern is I don't want to be too spaced out from the sections. He's just really prone to getting counter-assaulted.
Mm-hmm.
How's your week been?
Eh. I haven't really found anything good.
Job search.
Yeah.
Have you found
The
anything, or are you still kind of where you were?
Well, I'm still just spamming out applications like a robot, and I've only ever gotten one interview. Uh,
We should be on 112, I think, right now. Go ahead and get. Should we get prone? I don't know. We're kind of skylining, but at the same time. Okay, so our thing should be pretty fucking southeast. I think that's Hill 72. Right there. You see it?
oh yeah.
Fucking.
I don't think it'd be tall enough to look over buildings and stuff though.
That's the only problem. Is that it slopes down from there, but it's not a steep slope. It's a pretty slow, gradual one. And those tree lines kind of fuck us. So, by the way, check your map real quick. I'm gonna mark some stuff for you. Like just
Okay.
point them out. So, do you see where I'm pointing right now?
No, I do not. 1 second.
Oh, hold on. Let me switch my chat. All right. Can you see it now? You pointing?
Yeah.
There's a BTR right there on that driveway, apparently.
Okay.
Then down south, southeast, there's a GAZ on this roadway right here at this intersection.
Mm-hmm.
This building is southeast of the GAZ is marked by Recon as being heavily guarded. Francis said that might be a key building, so we should keep our explosives away from that. So if you're going to overshoot, don't risk hitting the building. We don't know what's in there. South of that on the roadway, there's a GAZ right here, and then west of that, there's a ZSU emplacement right here. Probably ZSU mounted on a Ural is what they've been looking like they've been using.
Alright.
So,
SGTT.Quincy joined your channel.
okay, let's see where we are again. Double check. Where's the hunting tower? That's what I'm trying to find on the map right now. I can't tell where that thing is.
Yeah, we should be pointing like 16,000 mils-ish is towards the town.
Yeah. It's Hill 92 right in front of us, I think. Alright, let's go to Hill 72. Fuck it. Let's just stay low. 1-1, this is 1-1 Whiskey.
117.
1-1 Whiskey reached Hill 112, looked out. Hill 72 does not look like it will have good overwatch of the town. However, we can't be completely certain. We're going to move up and assess a bit closer. We'll let you know the status. Over.
1-1 copies out.
Okay, so these are just other little towns. Southeast.
Okay. That's pretty much a straight shot east from here. Looks like I misestimated Hill 72. I think I accidentally pointed out Hill 68. Or, somewhere maybe just south of Hill 68, I don't know.
Yeah, I think we were more pointing southwest in general.
Yeah. Or southeast. We were a bit off south. Okay, nothing of interest on the road. Let's hurry up and cross this shit.
C.Willoughby joined your channel.
Oh, there's Willoughby.
Wopie.Weglowski timed out. SGTT.Quincy left your channel.
This hill that we're running up right now is the west slope of Hill 68. Go ahead and
P.Tank joined your channel.
Hill, or from the road. And go prone and we'll just hold here. Catch up some stamina so we can make our next trip a bit faster.
Alrighty.
Yeah, if you check your map, I'm pointing out right where we should be right now is right here.
Yeah. Yeah, I got C tab up and open.
I brought a tablet today.
Oh, that means you can like watch head cameras and whatnot.
Yeah, so we should be heading pretty much northeast. Yes, east-northeast. We'll hit 7-2. Alright, I'm good. Let's move.
Alright. God, I hate the fact that it's called awesome. It's like, God damn it, Demi, and your coding.
Oh, this little rise may give us just what we need. Let's go ahead and get prone here. Got eyes on headlights.
Oh, this isn't even like too bad for say whatchamacallit.
Oh, you see that fucking ZSU right there?
Yeah, I see
Little
that ZSU.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not even
First
like
target, I guess.
skyline that bad because it's all trees behind us.
Yeah, not at all. Okay, let me pull up our C tab and see where we are. Pretty much right here.
So that is
So that office building left of that ZSU, in front of that on the other side, there should be a BTR. I'm going to try to point that. See if I can get a visual. Not really. Let's get over. This is 1-1 Whiskey.
1-1 send.
1-1 Whiskey has reached Hill 7-2. Looks to have good cover and concealment. However, the limited range is very impeding due to the size of buildings in the town. We do have eyes on that office building south of the BTR marker and reference Blue Force tracker marker 0028. The 0028 can be easily taken out and we can clear that office building. Looks as though infantry are occupying it.
yeah, there's a guy up there.
However, prolonged overwatch will not be possible from this position.
Buckman, where you at?
Hill 7-2, approach from the west. We've got a ZSU mounted on a Euro right in front of us.
The force in that office building.
Unknown for sure. We just have, you know the fucking office buildings on Altus where it's like they've got that open air office on the top floor? I've got eyes on 1x LMG gunner in there, and possibly an additional one on the roof.
10-4, stand by.
Good hit by hair.
1-1, this is 1-1 Whiskey.
1-1 send.
Air Dead has had good effect on target on marker 0028. Marker's cleared. Stay
10-4.
low. Let's not get killed by Cookoff.
Yep.
My game alt tabbed. That was very weird. I was hoping it wouldn't crash. Where you at right now, Willoughby?
The platoon house.
I got you. Yeah, Whiskey
T.
left a bit early
Quincy
to go
joined
check
your
out our
channel.
OPs, and see if they were actually worth it.
I'll head down that way.
Okay. If you see the southern road that leads just out west of Hill 26, you're good on using that until you hit that last little bend, and it becomes like a dirt road. After that, we went about 200 meters off the west side and came down the rest of the way. We didn't clear the road.
I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Or just walk towards the wind turbines and then head east.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're grabbing tubes this week, right, Ed?
Yep, 84s, grab heat rockets, because y'all kept missing your fucking HPDP shots.
Already got that kit set. Also, I'm doing this without Blue Force, so this is gonna go swimmingly.
If you want, look on the ground by the box. I dropped my Blue Force tracker at the box and picked up a tablet instead.
I'll be fine.
Well, may as well watch his helmet cam. He doesn't have a helmet cam.
No.
Fuck.
I've got a rifle and a big fucking tube. What's the worst could happen?
May as well watch Quincy's helmet cam. Alright, just let us know when you're
SGTA.
done.
Johnson left.
I'm
A.
watching
Johnson
Quincy's
joined
helmet
your
cam as
channel.
He talks with, I think, Francis and Rokus.
I think you can also tab that into like one of your corners or something like that. Or into the panel, the left and right panel.
Yeah, you can toggle full screen with the thing, with the tab.
Pretty neato.
Looks like they're lining everyone up on the wall in,
Doing the old,
Choosing
good old
teams.
high
How long
school,
did it take you guys to
I
walk that
choose
far?
you.
probably about 10 minutes, but we stopped at Hill 112 and looked over a bit.
Yeah, I could have told you all those hills were shitty.
Yeah, I figured that they were, but...
All fucking terrible.
Mhm.
That's why my pictures of me under a pine tree right next to the building.
Hill 7-2 ain't too bad. We had eyes on a ZSU that we could easily have taken out, but Airdet claimed the kill.
Bastard.
So far, Airdet's claimed 3 kills.
Yeah, if you look in the recce thing, there's tons of shit marked on map.
Yeah, but fuck, looking at that, it was gonna be a headache.
Not really.
1-1 Whiskey. This is 1-1.
Go ahead and send traffic 1-1.
1-1 will be kicking off in 5 mics once we're once we've reached that first marker 0013, we will authorize you to go rapid raid on any targets you see.
Whiskey copies all. Be advised, 1-1. 1-1 Whiskey believes that our plan of action will be to neutralize the BTR if it's there, and enter that building southwest of it, try to get up on the rooftop, and set up a firing position from up there. We may be able to knock out targets close before regrouping.
10-4, do that then. Over.
Whiskey copies all. Over and out.
Woo, CQC with whiskey.
1-1, this is 1-1 Whiskey as well. Question. Are there 1 section or 2 sections on ground today?
They've got 9 guys, Buckman.
Yeah, but they were talking about splitting up and just having 2
1-1,
sections of
we are
5
currently
if we had
9
10.
people. However, we're separating into 2 frequencies.
Hey, firm. Gotcha. Yeah, they were talking about how clustered the frequency was, and so Quincy wanted to split up Alpha and Bravo if they had 10 people into 2 sections of 5. Oh shit, you got eyes on that fucking section of infantry patrol?
Oh yeah, I see him.
Well, it'll be if you approach us from the rear, make sure you approach from the west, and be very cautious, don't skyline yourself. We got a section-sized infantry patrol within 100 to 120 meters of our position.
Raj.
Make sure-
1-1 Whiskey, this is Fortune. Message.
Send traffic, Fortune.
1-1 Whiskey, maintain cover at this time. Mustang 1 engaging 1 time to helicopter asset, over.
Hey,
Looks like we
firm,
got
can
him.
you confirm the kill? Looks as though we have the kill. Can crush
Yeah,
it
there's a
down into the
parachute.
city center. That did alert a section-sized infantry patrol right near us, but we should be fine. Over.
Yeah, that's gonna put a wrench in our plans on getting up to the office
No, I
buildings.
can see the cook-off.
Yeah, same. Just the pilots failed.
1-1 Whiskey, affirmative. K-52 has been neutralized near your grid location. Over.
Lucy copies all. We got eyes on co-pilot and pilot bailed.
Buckman, am I good to approach from the north?
If you do, stay behind the tree line and stay low. That section's kind of going off to our north.
119
watch out on that.
Bravo, this is 1-1. Be prepared to kick off in 5 mics.
We are just south of the 966 grid line, by the way.
So do we want to try and sneak around that section and just sneak our way into the office building?
Yeah, if we can wait for them to pass, we're just gonna go up, hit that trench right there.
Yeah, follow that.
Get up onto the office building, quick blow BTR, or maybe we'll just kick in the back door and see if we can get shit done. I don't really want to engage a BTR from close range in the open.
Mm-hmm.
Do me a favor though, go ahead and range your 84 for like 100 meters.
Right.
To take that way down, because I think by default it's 300.
Nah, default it's 100.
Okay, awesome. Cool.
Yeah, for some reason our rifle's by default 400. And 200 is where it should be at.
This is going to be a fucking close engagement. I'm going to see if I can spot Willoughby.
Alright.
Willadouche! What's your current position, Willoughby?
Pretty close to you, about 30 seconds out. 30 seconds north of you-ish. About to come across that road.
Okay, I got you.
It's almost like I'm an Eagle Scout and I'm good at land nav. Fuck, I'm a lot heavier than when I was reconning this area.
Willafag. Psst. Willadouche. 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 Over here.
Bird.
Over here. What's up, thick boy? How you doing?
What's up, sweet tits?
We were originally going to schwack that ZSU, then AirDeck got it. AirDeck just took out a KA-52 overhead. They've hit 2 other targets on ground. That office building right there is occupied by infantry, as you can tell by the dude on the top floor. Our plan of action is to not engage in the open, hopefully, because there's supposed to be a BTR parked in front of that. We're going to move,
yeah.
hit that trench right there, like right behind the ZSU. Go up to the back of the office building, attempt to kick in the back door, and take it from there.
Is that the office building that was heavily guarded that day? A fucking picture?
No, that's south.
Different office building.
It's supposed to be south, if you see where I'm pointing on the map, that's supposed to be this building right here.
Ah, yeah. That one.
Yeah, so...
Well, should we cross over to the
guys...
barn and just follow the tree line up, or do you want to just straight cross
we're just
the
gonna
open?
fucking straight cross, no reason to prolong our exposure.
Okay.
That dude's not even looking at us.
Yeah, the one I looked at should be this one right by 48.
Well,
Yeah,
what I'm more worried about is the platoon, or not platoon, sorry, the section of infantry that's doing circles.
They'll be occupied enough by the time Alpha hits. We only go once Alpha's in the AO.
Alright.
Do we have machine guns? Because it sounded like Puek wanted you to use machine guns.
I was using the 84. He never said bring machine guns. I knew armored contact, so I packed 84s.
His orders sounded. Did you not hear his request?
No, what the fuck was his request?
It sounded like he wanted you to suppress the objective. Is
Well,
what it sounded like.
he also told us to come over here and attempt to schwack that BTR and a bunch of stuff.
You might want to double check that he knows that you don't have machine guns.
Well, if he told us to schwack armor, I'm assuming that he knows that we can't carry GPMGs and
1-1
84s.
copies.
It might just be a good idea to double check with him that he doesn't think that
1-1
you have
Alpha
machine
is
guns.
ready to kick
I
off.
don't think he does. He saw us before we went off. So he saw that we're carrying fucking 84s.
Alright,
Like
well,
we
when he
talked to
tells
him.
you to line it up with a machine gun, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
When he does that, I'm going to correct him and also laugh my ass off.
Yeah,
But-
also, it wouldn't be the third time that he thought we had the wrong style of weapon.
Yeah,
1-1
we've
Alpha,
gotten,
1-1
we've
Bravo,
gotten
you're
calls
clear to kick
for...
off.
See, but you can be a nice net commander and remind him of these things.
I'm not going to do it over the radio freak, though. I'll send him a message on CTAB, maybe.
Or,
1 Alpha, this is 1 Bravo. We're kicking off in jogging pace. Let us know if your pace of advance is different.
why aren't you doing it over the radio? That's what the fucking
1-1
radio
Alpha
is for.
copies, we're also jogging pace.
That's non-priority advisory.
Yeah, it's actually not what the radio's for.
I'd
That's
say
why
that-
I have text message communications with my
Jesus
CTAB.
Christ.
Doesn't concern the platoon.
Did you add a winky face?
I'm pretty sure if he thinks you have suppressive abilities and you don't,
I asked him-
because you don't.
Yeah, 1 Alpha,
I
this is
already asked him,
Bravo.
shut the
Are you
fuck
going
up.
to stop for every of the houses, or shall we just stop if we start taking contact from the houses?
Only
Yeah,
if we
he
take
said yes,
contacts,
he does.
we're gonna start clearing houses when we get a little bit more.
Acknowledge.
Just double check it. I just don't want all the dumbasses to die. I happen to like most of the dumbasses.
Just making sure that's not Russian. Oh no, it's not, because it was a straight cockpit. It wasn't a tiered cockpit.
He sent me it in all caps. Yes, I do, by the way. So I hope you know that he's angry. He's yelling at us.
No,
He's yelling at us.
He
It
said it
hurts.
all caps because he hit caps lock. and
Well,
talk
when
on
this
the
is
radio.
1-1 Whiskey, is Whiskey also allowed to kick off with that, or will you give us another message over?
This is 1-1 Alpha contact, wait out.
Acknowledge.
Fuck it, they're in contact. That's my kickoff noise.
1-1 Whiskey, if you're clear now, you can kick it off to your
Let's kick it.
your building over.
Alrighty. Oh no, my
1-1
stamina
Alpha,
bar's so
contact.
tiny. It's cute. Oh, and it's gone.
1-1, this is 1
Let's just hurry up and get to that back
to
door.
work on the road. We know that our system element is in contact. Proceed. We're ready to flank if necessary.
One copies. 1-1 Alpha, what's the status of your contact?
Way 1-1, problem with the radio over here.
Let's get in the tree line. Go ahead and stay low as we approach.
This is 1-1 Alpha contact. We're grid 045973. Enemy contact unknown. We're responding to fire, and we're gonna advance with caution now.
1-1 copies. 1-1 Bravo, do you have eyes on the contact?
I got no eyes on targets to the ground floor level
We can
windows.
hear the shots, but we don't have eyes on
On
the
you.
contact.
Okay, let's go ahead and approach the wall. I also don't have eyes on the BTR that's supposed to be on the other side of this building. Go ahead and stack up.
Yeah, rear.
Got you. Kanan, I'll open. You breach through first. I'm second. Will it be your third? You ready, Kanan?
Yep.
Door open.
Last call sign, repeat your message. There was no transmission.
Hallway clear.
Yep, I got you clear.
SGTA.Johnson left your channel.
Cover those stairs. Just
Yeah,
hold
watch
the
the
corner.
stairs.
I'm approaching. I'm going to clear out this room right here.
Watch out the back open.
SGTA.Johnson joined your channel.
Oh my god, he won't die. He won't die.
That's even with the upgraded ammunition.
Even with the upgraded ammunition, he just 15 shots.
1-1, this is Fortune.
I'm gonna fucking patch myself
Enemy
up.
forces remaining
Oh my
on
God.
grid 046971 was 2
So-
times on the west side of the grid, over.
Yeah, welcome to our fucking server, dude.
And you just
And there's a BTR outside.
Yeah.
Please, somebody prep launchers and stay away from windows that you can avoid.
What, you want to go outside and around the corner or something?
I've got loaded.
That sounds like it might be coming up the back or something.
Bravo, say
You
again.
guys
I'm
use
gonna
your
get out of the
judgment.
building so we don't all
We
die.
should be about 150
Yeah.
meters to the southeast of your current position.
If
We
I
don't have
survive,
eyes
I'm
on your
gonna die.
shooters, over.
Yes.
Thank you.
Bravo, there should be probably just a couple of shooters, so keep your position. Wait, we're gonna take care of them.
Hold on, I'm listening. It sounds like it's on the northeast side of the building.
Whiskey check on.
Can I poke around?
It's in my rear. Comms good. Oh, I got the BTR right in front of me. I'm about to schwack it. Be advised, rocket going out.
BDA?
I saw the headlights go out. Don't know if it's still up.
I
Yeah,
see
well,
smoke.
if you want to check around the front of it. Oh, there
I
it
hear
goes. It's
fire.
cooking off. I'm getting back inside.
Yeah, running around the backside towards you guys.
Watch out, it's going to cook off on that back corner by the door.
We'll go in the front door.
Want me to go up and start clearing?
Alright, there we go. Yeah. I'm gonna fucking remove my hell cam while we clear this shit as well.
Oh my god! That bullet monster. I'm hit, but I'm just gonna continue clearing all the
1-1,
way
this
up.
is 1-1 whiskey, contact, wait out.
1-1 copies. Contact.
I'm gonna take my MVGs off for a second here, because everything's just whiting out. Getting washed out.
Fuck.
Gaten, what floor are you on?
Top floor, top floor. Fry
1-1,
going out,
this is
fry
1-1
going out.
Alpha. Contact, wait out.
1-1 copies. Contact.
Kenan, I'm real sorry if that gets you, bud, but it's away from you.
I don't think it got me.
Alright, I got Kenan. I'm holding the corner. Go ahead and grab Kenan. He's right by me. Door's closed. We're clear here.
Drag. Where the fuck is drag?
Don't worry about dragging him.
PTEBR Moser
Check
left
him.
your channel.
Tourniquets. I'm gonna open up this ladder.
1 Alpha. Sorry, 1-1, this is 1 Bravo.
I
We're
got you, David.
taking contacts at grid reference
Okay, we're good
046
for now.
Did you let Ward
971.
know, or
Contacts
did
within
you let Ward
100
know
meters.
where to go?
We're engaging.
I called in the contact report.
R Moser joined your channel.
Final report in a second once the update is
PTEBR Moser
This is
left your
Alpha.
R Moser joined
Let
your
us know
channel.
if you want us to flank the enemy.
Uh-oh.
Acknowledge
just got shot at.
Alpha. At the time being,
Yep.
target
Feel free to
objectives
drag
have
him
been
over here behind
eliminated,
cover.
and
If
we're
you
holding
guys have a
position
fucking bottom
right
side
on
of the window, you can
the
get shot
secondary
through there.
road where our two roads converge.
1-1, this is 1-1 whiskey. I'll copy.
1-1 solid copy.
1-1 contact report. 1 whiskey has neutralized 1 times BTR, 3 times foot mobiles. Our rounds still seem pretty ineffective against them. We've got 1 times delayed casualty, 1 times walking wounded. Over.
I'm lined up on that fucking
copies.
stairwell
What's
door.
the immediate status around your location?
Oh, look at that. Perfect. Nice.
1-1 whiskey is currently holding in hard cover on the top floor. We did hear audible on one other engine nearby. However, no incoming fire at this time.
1-1 copies. Once we're at your location, I'll send Starlight.
Whiskey copies all. Thank you much. Alright, fuck it. Let's make Kanan priority. I can't lose Kanan.
Dang.
I've lost my wife. I've lost my custody of my kids.
1-1, this is 1-1 Alpha.
Alright, while you deal with the bleeding and shit, I'm gonna check airways. Work on his airways. This is why I pack tubes, even though I'm not supposed to. Airway management
1-1
needed,
Alpha
medical
is
suction needed.
currently
Alright.
grid 046.
Here's what I'm gonna need you to do for me,
We
Rody,
cleared
is you and I
approximately
are
one
just gonna
section
spam head turning.
of enemies.
Until,
and we're
even if
waiting
it says
for
air management not available, that
Bravo
means that you
to,
cleared it. We're just gonna keep doing
let
that,
us
and
know
once it's
what's the situation up there.
it gave me that option. Please don't throw up, Kanan. Please don't throw up.
1-1, this is 1
Alright, so you're
Bravo.
good?
Contact
King
with
LT,
our
and he's all clear. He's not gonna throw up anymore. His airway is all good to go.
1-1, this is 1-1 Alpha, contact.
He's got a pneumothorax.
I got a chest seal on me.
SGTA.Johnson left your channel.
This is 1-1 Whiskey. Be advised, delayed casualty has been upgraded to immediate. We got one-time sucking chest wound.
A.Johnson joined your channel.
1 second, you can tell you dipped the whole fire. You don't
His
have to
chest
waste
is
2,000
fucked
rounds
on
on
my
a
screen.
truck that's been
Look at his,
incapacitated for
you
about
see,
20
it's
seconds.
like, it doesn't show it as a regular one because he's not bleeding out of it, but he's got a pneumothorax.
Okay.
Basically, he's got a fucking punctured lung. Or,
Oh, so it must have went sideways through his... Oh, fuck.
yeah. And only medics in this mod, because of the way that the medical settings are, only medics can apply a chest seal. So basically, he's going to be fucking wheezing for his life until he can get Starlight over here.
It's weird that he can intubate, but he can't.
Just keep
Put
doing that. I'm going
chest seal on
to
me.
put saline in through the
1-1,
leg.
this is 1-1 Alpha. We also do contact from a vehicle. Vehicle has been disabled.
Be here and
we're
close that door
regrouping.
so we don't get fucking shot through that
And
window.
proceeding.
I'm keeping it open just because I want to know if someone's coming up the stairs. Nothing that can directly attack us. Demi's messaging saying to save his boy.
Oh my god. I'll be fine.
Yeah, I think we got him kind of stable.
Yeah, he's pretty stabilized. Only thing is that fucking chest seal that we need.
Yeah, it came in, your fucking arms keep opening back up.
Let's do a final check of his pulse. Oh, damn, you still got a strong-ass heart rate, Kanan. You pumping like a champ with that heart rate of 80.
Yeah, boy.
1-1,
Shit,
this is
that's almost as fucking excited as Buckman gets when he fucks his trannies.
Alright, you've got a low blood pressure, Kanan, but other than that, you're pretty good. Medication. Fuck it. Willoughby, do you have any saline on you? You should, right? 500. Alright, he's gonna need another 500. Once you put the saline in there and get up on the roof, use your 84, schlack whatever you see.
Hulk down from our perspective.
Alright, saline's in. Czar needs another swack. If I fucking die up here... Hey boss, got a problem.
Yo.
Me can no climb ladder.
1-1
1 second.
copy.
I'm messaging Demi on his status.
1-1 Whiskey, are you able to hit that at all?
Oh wait. Let me... No, I can't see the option.
1 Whiskey is not on the roof right now, which is though our ladder might be a little bit fucky.
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead and sit up on that fucking balcony out there and try to see it.
Can you
1
climb up
Whiskey's
that
got
ladder?
limited view from where we are.
Buckman, I can't fire the 84 out here. If I fire the Gustav here, I will die.
Sacrifice yourself.
Sacrifice yourself.
1-1, this is 1 Bravo. I'm dispatching half of my element to go on a
Set up right here.
hunting killer mission for the BTR.
Stay low, buddy.
If we set up, if we fire it from this building,
Hold 1.
everyone
You're
on
moving
this
into the
floor
BTR
will die.
position right now.
No. You'll get leg injuries, but you won't die. Trust me.
It's
If you fire
still
it
a
from right
retarded
there,
idea.
if you fire it from right there, you'll get that. It is, but it's the only way that we can fucking hit
All
that
friendly
BTR if it
units
comes nearby.
pull back from the BTR. Close air support inbound.
Bravo, this is Alpha.
Alright, Kaden, let me do
Is
one
it
last check
us
on you,
close to
bud.
the BTR that you call out?
Yeah,
Fuck.
you're getting
Damn
closer
it, your
to
head
the BTR.
reopened,
Right
you
now I have
fucker.
a 3-man element trying to hunt it down. Wait 1.
contact rear.
There you go, bud. You're no longer bleeding out on me. Strike your BP.
I wonder if I'll eventually get up just due to pain.
Bravo, pull back
87 over
from the
58. You're pretty good.
VTR, Maverick inbound.
Alright, we're getting air deck coming in, Willoughby. Where's that shooter from? Oh shit, they're right up front of the building.
Yep.
1-1, this is 1-1 Whiskey. Contact
1-1,
without.
this is 1 Bravo. BTR is moving. He's engaging.
1-1 copies contact.
1-1, this is 1-1 Alpha. We hear the BTR. We have no eyes. Is close to our
Alright,
position.
Buck.
Yeah, I'm just trying something kind of cheeky. Alright, enough of that cheekiness. Let's just good cheeky.
Please tell me that landed out south. Thank fuck.
Don't worry, I'm gonna complete fuck up.
1-1, this is 1 Bravo. BTR is down.
Alright, I got the one guy for sure.
1-1 copies. Once those
Alright,
secondaries
Kaden.
are
We're
down,
not
you're
bleeding.
cleared to proceed past the
We're
VTR.
pretty much all good,
VTR
bud.
to
We're
objective.
fucking.
Give me Tylenol.
Alright, Buck, there's a shit.
Because I bet I'm just...
Yep.
That's exactly what I was
1-1,
worried
this is
about.
1-1 Whiskey. Be advised,
I had no
1-1
doubt.
Whiskey is in contact with one
Section
half section to full section sized element just north of our position within 50 meters. Currently pinned down. 1-1 Whiskey is going to attempt to pull out south into a ditch and hopefully regroup on your position with our casualty. Over.
Hey,
We're gonna make a beeline for their fucking piles.
1-1 copies.
permission to
Yeah.
possess
1-1
any
Alpha
weapons?
and 1-1 Bravo will
Fucking
extract your
take hand
location.
grenades checking.
No, I was talking about this giant ass machine gun that I could use to.
1-1,
no.
this is 1 Bravo. Wait 1. The BTR is cooking off.
Fuck taking the machine
having
gun,
a
just
hard
check
time
a few
here.
frags. I killed 2 of them with a frag grenade already.
Oh, 1-1 to Starlight. Advise. Make sure you do preliminary sweeps of all building to encounter. There was one time hostile in the building to the rear of our position.
Jeez, Willie, you're loud.
Oh, you've got to be shitting me.
1 Alpha knowledge.
God fucking damn it, Buckman. Fuck your plan. I'm staying here. I can't drag 2 dipshits.
Ah, god damn it.
Drag.
Fuck, man.
I'm gonna just sit in my little room until fucking one comes and rescues me. Luckily, I grabbed the smart radio, so I'll be able to call it in. Just gonna. Hey, Kanan, you got company. Buckman got down too. Alright.
One Alpha, this is 1 Bravo. What's your current position? Over.
In contact. 1-1 Alpha is in contact with.
Yeah, you know, I'm trying to drag you to a place I can actually fucking work on you and Kanan at the same time. But it keeps trying to bump you into the fucking wall. There we go. God, our server sucks. Oh, that's Kanan. Okay, Kanan. Is this one Buckman? Kanan. Buckman, okay.
This is 1-1 Alpha contact. Grid 047970. Currently engaging the enemies.
Hashtag Trinities.
1-1 copies.
1-1, 1-1 Alpha, this is 1 Bravo. We're currently about 100 meters northwest of you. I think we're just behind you. I'm going to take my section and we're going to move to the opposite road, just to the south, I guess.
Whiskey, this is 1-1.
1-1, this is new 1-1 Whiskey Actual. 1-1 Whiskey has become combat ineffective and has held up in a building at our last known location. Go ahead and send message.
1-1 copies your message. I'm gonna have 1-1 Alpha and 1-1 Bravo expedite to your location. How many guys do you still have up?
1.
SGTA.Johnson left your channel.
Copy that.
A.Johnson joined your channel.
Thank you, 1-1. Buckman. You just had to get fucking shot in the head.
Bravo, this is Alpha. We're gonna proceed parallel to you. You just passed us.
Acknowledge, Alpha. We're just going to move out of the open until we hit the next intersection and we can hold up there.
Copy that. Be advised, we took contact from your direction. I think we dealt with them. However, we took contact from your spot right now.
Hang on.
Also, looks like we are leaving some enemies inside
Radio
buildings.
tube. Whoever that is. I don't know the fuck these do.
I don't know what these do.
1-1, this is 1-1 Bravo. We took one-time single contact on our side of the road. We're going to clear a few houses where that contact came from.
Oh, god damn it. Can I put the other tube in after I've already put the gluteal tube in?
You can hear him. TS. Ba-doom, ba-doom. I'm talking to Willoughby.
You know, Kanan's probably dying over there. Because I'm dicking with you. Yeah, you definitely vomited again. I know, I'm taking the vomit out of the throat. Thank fuck for that. King tube going in. There you go. Now you got a king tube.
Yeah, 1-1, be advised, the Russians are not dying. It's definitely a server issue. Considering this dude took shots to the face and didn't die.
But that's, let's do the math here. So every 15, what is it, mercury, milli, whatever, of BP on the left side, that 87 number, or there's 87 over 58, that's what he's saying I was at. And at 3 liters is when a human regularly starts to get affected or passes out due to not enough blood.
SGTA.Johnson. A.Johnson joined your channel.
So 87. Oh no, it's not 15, it's 12. So 87 divided by 12. That's still 7.25 liters of blood. And I think there was 9?
I need to bandage my arm real quick, Buckman, or I'm gonna bleed out too.
1-1 Bravo, this is 1-1, what is your location?
I hear movement outside, and I really hope it's friendly.
1-1, Bravo's position is 047967.
1-1 copies.
1-1, this is 1-1 Alpha, contact. Contact grid at 048969. Few enemies inside buildings. We're clearing the buildings now.
1-1, this is 1 Bravo. We're taking contact from inside the buildings. We are clearing some buildings. This is slowing our advance.
1-1 copies. Let me know when you get to the proximity of 1-1 Whiskey's location. We have 1-1, JTAS overlooking the location.
I was saying it's enough to keep me down. Because it needs to be 90 over 60. Just barely enough to keep me down.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to stop you before you bleed to death. God fucking damn it, Buckman. How many fucking times did you get shot in the goddamn arms, you asshole? Fuck it, I'm looking at Kanan.
1-1 Bravo, this is 1-1.
If I can get Kanan up, that would be wonderful.
1-1, this is 1 Bravo. You're trying to reach me? Over.
Affirmative. 1-1 Bravo. Once you've reached 1-1 Whiskey's location, clear an LZ for Mustang 1.
1-1 Bravo, acknowledge. Can you send a grid on Whiskies? I seem to have misplaced that.
1-1 Whiskey location, grid 049999 or 965 in the office building.
Acknowledge.
Buckman, with your fucking night vision on, you look like you're wearing a goddamn eye patch. When I stand at the right angle, you look like a goddamn pirate. We are in the office building. Correcting what transmission? My current grid is 047965, and we're in an office building.
1-1 Bravo has sight of Whiskey's building now, within 100 meters of it.
Where the fuck's 949er?
1-1 copies.
1-1, we're moving into Whiskey's buildings. We're clearing some houses before them.
They're coming, boys.
Oh boy.
1-1 Bravo, this is 1-1 Whiskey. 1-1 Whiskey is located top floor of building, inside the back room with the ladder in it.
This is 1-1 Alpha. Contact enemy vehicle. Grid 048969. Currently trying to flank it and take it out with the M72.
That's annoying that he can't get up with the ladder. That's really irritating.
Whiskey, this is 1 Bravo. We are to the office building straight to your north. Do you have any elements inside this office building? Because we saw some movement.
Affirm, that was me taking a look, poking up to see if I could see you guys yet.
Whiskey, he's asking if you're in a building separate from the rest of Whiskey.
Contact in the bottom of your building.
Negative. It's still in the top floor of my building.
this is 1 Bravo. We're engaging contact in the bottom of your building. Within grenade throwing range of you.
Copy.
This is 1 Bravo. Contact wait out.
1-1 copies contact.
1-1, this is 1-1 Alpha, see rep.
1-1 Alpha sends it rep.
I
We're
like-
currently pinned down by a vehicle. We'll have to take a larger way around in order to flank
How many
it and
odds
take
do
it
you
out.
have to do? You said
We also have
that's the third
one,
awe. Fourth awe.
friendly down.
Fifth awe.
We're regrouping and we'll go flank the vehicle as soon as possible. Currently stuck at grid 048969.
1-1 copies. What is the grid of the vehicle that has you pinned?
It's same grid, just behind a house, very close to our position. It is, if you have blue for tracker, the vehicle will be to the building to the southeast of our current position.
One copies.
This is 1-1 Alpha, correction, I have 2 friendlies down.
Is your medic one of them? 1-1 Alpha?
No, the medic is taking care of them.
Roger.
Brevity. Brevity. Free. There's a lot of systems in place to help with brevity. Use the systems and keep it short.
1-1, this is 1-1 Bravo. No heavy casualties at the moment. We took down 1 times enemy section near Whiskies. We're going to secure an HLZ.
1-1 copies. Whiskey location secure. HLZ being secured now.
Friendly's coming up.
Opening the door for you, Wooly.
Friendly coming up.
Yep. Here you. Not shooting you. Turn here. Kanan's been down longer than Buckman. Kanan has already had 2 rounds of saline and a shot of morphine. And Buckman took care of his airway, I took care of Buck's airway. And he has had no saline or morphine. Seeing as I don't think we have any more. Oh no, we do. We'll give him some more saline.
One Alpha, this is 1-1. Prepare for close air support, over.
1-1, this is 1-1 Alpha. Repeat message.
1-1 Alpha, I say again, prepare for close air support, over.
1-1 Alpha, cop.
Well, we can't get on it, so hopefully. Fucking ladder doesn't work. Wards, do you need help with them?
1-1, this is
Not
1-1
really.
Bravo, message over.
1-1, send.
1-1, we have cleared the HLC.
Oh boy,
to follow.
I live.
It's just southwest of...
Oh yeah, the only reason Kanan was down was because of the
looks like we have
pneumothorax.
enough room here
Yeah.
to land a couple of helicopters.
What happened to him?
1-1 copy.
My heart went kablooey
Bird is
from a
coming in
bullet.
now.
Acknowledge, grid of the HLZ is going to be 045-9er65. If needed, I can mark the HLZ with smoke, I guess, but it's not going to be seen.
Oh, and Buckman's also got pneumothorax. Really? You can't get up this ladder? Not even
Nope,
through the magic of the buddy system?
Nope, you can't.
Yeah, that's friendly. Hold
The other building over there, though, you can. I swear, if those fucking idiots on that other building fucking shoot me.
1-1, this is 1-1
I hope they
Alpha,
see the
be
huge
advised, we
IR
cleared,
grenade
that
that's
location.
flashing in here, being like, hey,
Airstrike
friendly.
is good to go.
I think that, but sometimes they're not that smart.
Yeah, sometimes they really aren't.
That wasn't a good sound.
Pretty sure they meant to do that, but
I hope so. Alright, Wards,
Oh yeah,
do
do you want to take your tourniquets back?
Wait out,
Or whose trinkets were these?
explosive
Those are
rounds
yours.
from some...
Oh.
yeah, if they take medical supplies from your body for...
Yeah, those are your tourniquets. Wards, if you got him covered, I'm gonna take...
1 Whiskies is 1 Bravo. Do you have eyes on to northwest or southwest? We took 2 times explosive rounds. Not seen. The HLZ is not secure. I say again, the HLZ is not clear.
So, those might not have been friendly. Good job.
They're from the northwest?
Possible tank, get into cover.
No eyes from up here.
Yeah, I don't
Come on,
see them.
Kaden, let's go hunting.
Alright, down we go.
Your dick? I don't
What?
think your dick is broke, Buckman. Your legs and chest seem to be perfectly fine, except for random... No,
Guys,
suck a chest one.
there's a tank.
We heard you, Orange, yelling down below.
Copy that.
Yeah, that's what platoon comms are for, is to tell us
Coming
there's a
down.
tank.
Yeah,
Whiskey's
coming down and you're coming up. Willoughby, the tank should be somewhere fucking northwest or southwest. I fuck if I know, man.
Thank you.
I think you're shot at.
Yeah, we looked
Random
northwest, we didn't
bullet,
see
I mean.
anything from upstairs.
You saying a random bullet just didn't come from space and fucking hit you in the chest?
I can go with you and a couple of my guys.
Found it!
Yup, there's a tank.
This is down.
We're going upstairs.
I just got up.
The ladder's broken, by the way.
Stay in cover.
Buckman's fat ass tried again on it.
Kaden?
Okay, so are you still up? Quincy, this is Henry.
See where the fuck it is?
Kanan?
Talk about your dick or my dick.
I do see it. It looks like it's firing.
1-1, this is 1-1 Alpha, message over.
1-1, send message.
1-1 Bravo, section lead is down. And I just got all the other guys to switch over 31.1 so I can get their comms. I'm gonna relay their comms. 2 minutes.
Emery, is that guy still alive?
Copy that.
If you're alive, I just fired 1 round at it. I don't think I got it down. I'm gonna...
We're
roll
pinned
the
down
second
in
reload,
a
and
apartment
then fire
complex
another round.
at grid
It gets closer than 5
047-965
minutes if I
by
want to
a
actually have
possible
your blood
tank.
pressure up
Whiskey's
to a
currently
higher
taking
level.
care of the
1-1
situation.
Alpha, this is 1-1. Can you get them to attempt to secure an LZ down there for Whiskey's extract?
Deal with the situation. I'll just stop the bleeding.
1-1 Alpha copies, I'll relay them.
Rush. 2 Russians down.
Once the tank is secure and all enemy contacts is eliminated, it should be secure.
So,
Stand by.
taking this time.
1-1, this is 1-1 Alpha, I relay the message. They're currently pinned down by a tank. They're waiting for the tank to go off, which is... Maybe this is the sound I just see.
1-1, this is 1-1 Whiskey. Tank suppressing Bravo currently dealt with.
Try 31-1.
Copy that, 1-1 Whiskey.
Is Rokus here?
Kaden, you were just alive and then you fucking died again.
1-1 Alpha, once your guys believe that HLZ to be secure again,
So,
let me know.
what could I have done to not get
401
absolutely
come in
blown to smithereens
for
by
that
the tank?
cast
Because we never saw it, we didn't know where it was.
Are you here?
1-1 Alpha.
I guess being more cautious about it?
Okay, I think he's down.
Need help, Emery?
Roger.
1-1 Alpha, if you want to move the rest of your team over towards that location.
I guess waiting for Buckman to get back up, but he's still downing for now. And that would have put the rest of the platoon
1-1
at
Alpha
risk.
copies, however,
SGTA.Johnson left your channel.
tried to move there, but we might be too slow for the Kazovac.
Come on, Demi. Aren't you a fucking medic? You're supposed to fucking get these people.
2LTR.Baron left your channel.
Fucking smack you, Demi.
It appears Rokus is down.
They already said that over platoon
2LTR.Baron joined your channel.
and everyone already switched over to 31.1. Quincy said that.
Yes. Be my patient, you'll actually get up.
God damn it.
By the tank. So that's gonna be fun for
North. Who's
Tank, just focus on the task at hand.
I can't see anything.
Yeah,
It just frustrates
which is
me.
why I really... That's
Well,
the only
this is
reason I
one
was on
alpha
the slot,
message over.
because I don't want Demi there, because...
1-1 sec.
Focus on taking care of.
I got a message that looks like our helicopter.
SGTA.Johnson joined your channel.
At this rate, I want to be a squad lead. Just so we
1-1
can
be
wrangle this
advised, that looked like Artie, or a missile that came up from a high angle. That just hit the office building next to Whiskey's position.
1-1, this is 1-1 Whiskey. Be advised, actual is back on station. 1-1 Whiskey currently has one patient delayed.
Stay still, stay still.
Copy that, 1-1 Whiskey.
Where's Rokus?
Yeah, we're pinned down.
They're shooting at a dead gas, like they like to do.
We're at the apartment box collector. 047-965.
Will it be where you at? You downstairs?
Affirmative.
Let's go fucking try to relocate.
Kanan, you got shot again. Holy shit, Kanan. Holy fuck. Oh, Rokus is actually fucked. Okay, that's...
Here, do you need me to help with Kanan? I can put a few bandages on.
I need help with the Rokus.
Right now.
Whiskey, this is Alpha messenger.
Ruckus just needs to
This is 1-1 Whiskey, in traffic.
Whiskey, I know that Bravo section is with you guys. I have no comms with their leader.
Rokus is
we are
legitimately
kind of far away.
half dead.
Alpha, be advised, Rokus is currently down. I'll make sure that Bravo sets up their 2IC.
Alright, we gotta watch that area.
I can't hear a fuck.
Copy that.
There, watch the northwest, northeast.
Woolridge, your Cassivac is on the ground.
Stand by. I can barely hear anything.
You need help carrying.
Technically, Daniel. Upstairs.
Daniel.
Wait, no, Tank. Stand right there.
Daniel.
Watch the northeast.
Your Bravo's 2IC. You should be on 31. Alpha just had to check in with me because they might raise your section. Do you hear me right now?
Yeah, I hear you now.
You are Bravo's 2IC. Make sure you are on 31. They need a status report of their section lead. Alpha just had to check in with me because they thought your section was wiped.
Alright.
Woolridge.
Alright, let's bound to that next building if we're all good. Please, Willoughby, get a gun in your hand for Christ's sake.
Alright, I'm the IC now. Down.
1-1, this is 1-1 Alpha.
Oh my god, that transition is so...
1-1, I'm requesting help to get towards Bravo locations. It's my Bluford tracker is not working. Can you confirm their grid is 047965?
360, watch for any other possible QRS.
Hey, Emery.
10-4, they are grid 047965.
Copy. I think the best thing to do is to reconnect with them since we are far away. So if it's good for you, I'm gonna get my group towards their location so that we can stay closer.
Just watch there for now.
31, this is 31.2 Daniel.
What in the world?
Hey, Daniel, tell me what's going on over there.
I'm trying to set up a defensive position in between two buildings until we get Alpha team over here.
Copy that. I understand you have Rokas down. What's the status?
Orokus appears to be down. I think he's been medevaced or Woolridge is checking him out.
Copy that. Is the bird hovering on the ground?
Negative. Bird is currently off.
10-4.
Mauser and Emery, are you currently set up on the building?
1-1, this is 1-1 Whiskey.
Alright, make sure you
please
take
advise current tasking over.
Oh my god.
SGTA.Johnson timed out. Red Fox entered the channel.
1-1 Whiskey, stand by. 1-1 Alpha, do you still have 2 casualties?
1-1, this is 1-1 Alpha. Just got the second casualty up, and we're starting moving towards Bravo.
31, this is
Red
Daniel.
Fox timed out.
It appears Rokus and Kanan are down.
I'm not a part of your squad, so you don't need to call me out.
10-4, 1-1 Alpha, once you get your remaining casualty over to this location, I'll get all 3 of them casevaced, and then we'll continue on with our move towards objective market.
1-1 Alpha copies. Be advised, for casualties, you're referring to Bravo casualties. Alpha got every member up.
10-4, Bravo, casualty, and Kanan.
1-1 Alpha copies.
Alright guys, what do you see on that roof over?
Well, I was standing next to Warridge. I really should have got stitched, but whatever.
We only see so far friendlies moving in from the,
I see. Brooks just doesn't have blood pressure anymore. That's cool.
Alright, have someone looking west
Oh.
and another guy looking
Okay,
north.
y'all. Or actually, both.
Preferably the Mauser with the C9
Holy fuck,
looking
that's
west.
cool.
Unfortunately, due to the rooftop and large trees, we do not have good visual looking westward.
Roger that. Look,
Position right over here through looking this clearing, so you can get eyes down there as much as you can.
Turns to the right? Oh.
Yeah, I got this little like clearing right.
Daniel, this is Quincy.
Not much, but at least it's something.
Where are your casualties right now?
right here where my laser is coming from.
Gotcha, I saw it.
It's the second building away from the GAZ.
Okay, Daniel, are the casualties on the roof?
Negative. You're in the wrong building. It's the one beside it. Quincy, you're at the wrong building. I have a fire team set up at the top.
Daniel, look like Demi found Rokas, are you sure?
That's negative. Rokas is here with me. I don't know what the fuck Demi's on about. Unless Bravo has another casualty that we don't know of.
I believe you're at the wrong building.
They are very much at the wrong building if they're looking for Rokas and Kanan.
Did these Russians just fallen?
Probably is quicker to repel.
Got you guys. Okay.
1-1, this is 1-1 Alpha, message over.
This is 117.
My unit
Say again?
just joined with
Who should I
Bravo.
work on?
Both of them basically have
Hey,
no
Doc
blood,
Johnson
so
joined
we're
your
not
channel.
prepping them for fucking.
Do you want Casevac them?
Did you put him in
10
PLT?
4.
Oh, no.
Just get
Oh,
them
shit.
set up.
Like, check his
Casevac,
blood
and
pressure.
then
It's
let's
not
continue
worth
on.
my blood supplies if we're just gonna evac.
Copy that. Do you have an LZ already over here? Or should I find one?
10 4. LZ is grid 045 965.
I don't know how I could have done
1-1
better.
Alpha, copy.
Or what I could have done differently. I feel like I just got unlucky.
Demi, you guys got the LG? To go on a little bit
no
of
idea, 'cause I'm trying to
200 meters south just to clear out any other motorized or mechanized.
Is it the one marked in the C tab?
Doesn't have any fucking oxygen in him.
But then again, I think it wasn't initially a bad
Yeah, because he has
idea.
no blood, Demi. He needs to be packed at this point unless you want to use like 6 liters of your blood.
The other building.
Or I'm just bandaging and stitching them so packing is quicker once we get on the carrier.
Alright, Daniel. Daniel, you hear me?
Yep, I'm right here.
Alright, get everyone on
TP's not that fast, dude.
3111.
Okay,
Last I checked, he was 5 or 8 over 7.
I can't help it. You're too retarded to hold on to a rope.
I can't help it that you're fucking...
I put a leader in the.
23. Okay, it's fixable.
Is everyone here on 31?
Yeah, because someone put putting a bunch of fucking IVs in him. You.
We are.
I am.
Oh.
Yes, you put 2 IVs in him. If you check 132, Sergeant B will check blood pressure 8 over 5. That's not something I'm going to use my supplies on.
Hey guys.
Especially if we're just going to evac them.
Okay guys, we are on the
Quincy, is the helicopter already here?
southwest
I think so. The helicopter landed behind you like a while ago.
buildings.
I'll say Yee, I'm going to shoot you if you don't fucking
Hey,
drop
Willie?
that RPG.
1-1, this is 1-1
Willie?
Alpha, message over.
Never mind, you're carrying a dude.
117.
Demi Carey came to the helicopter
1-1,
with me.
is the helicopter already
Demi,
at the
before you carry
LZ
Keenan,
or waiting for us?
Before you carry Keenan, can you stitch Willoughby's arm real quick? We're about to go out, and I just don't want to bleed out on me halfway.
In that
through the
case,
journey.
someone else want to carry fucking Kanan then?
Quincy, do you want me to bring you guys back here?
1-1, I think I hear the helicopter now. We're moving the casualties out of the building now.
Can I pick up Kanan or no?
Yeah, do it.
Well, helicopter's taking
Everything
40 miles
fire?
of shit. Y'all better fucking be covering the helicopter.
Alright, Kanan.
Oh shit, tell the helicopter to take off. I don't think they're gonna
No,
make
Kanan,
it.
we're getting
They're
out of
taking
here.
heavy fire.
Suppress fire.
Yeah, there's a section or something right next to our LZ. Riker, put him down. Helicopter had to leave.
What are you doing running off with me? He told you to put him down. To put me down.
No, because the helicopter's not here anymore.
This building.
E, what the fuck are you doing?
Where's the helo?
E, put him down.
He said it 3 times that it's not there to put me down. God
1-1,
damn
this
it.
is 1-1 Alpha. Be advised, the helicopter had to wave off due to enemy fire.
E, put Ruckus down.
We're trying
down.
to secure this area better.
Put
We
him
took
down.
contacts from the south.
The helicopter's left,
southwest
guys. Put
of
them
our
down
current
for now.
position.
Tell the helicopter is
Unknown,
clear to combat.
Enemy force.
I didn't get
Holy
stitched
shit.
up, but I'm not fucked up anymore than I was.
This isn't our fucking engagement right now.
Copy that one.
Okay, at this point, if the helicopter's leaving, might as well actually get Kanan up, because holy shit, his blood pressure went up really
This is
quickly.
Fortune. You need to immediately transport.
I just
your
want to get
medivacs
Kanan up
on
then.
401.
Rockus
401's only gonna give you 30
literally has
seconds.
0 blood, so I don't know
And
if it's
next
worth trying to put him up with blood.
Playing right now.
Russian?
1-1 Alpha, copy.
Because that LZ is not coming for a bit.
Get these casualties on the bird now.
I just got so we can go kill whatever armor's helping them.
Jesus Christ.
There's the fucking helicopter.
On the bird, guys, on the bird. Stop fucking treating them, on the bird.
Hey.
Quincy, you need to fucking calm down real quick.
I got him. Sorry, Buck, helping Kanan.
Okay, so let's write.
You gotta be fucking shitting me.
Willoughby, get out here right now with your launcher. I've got eyes on fucking...
Fucking load him.
Never mind. It's destroyed. Fuck, that explosion really scared me. I thought it was a new
We're good to go.
fucking armor.
Fuck, you just made me yell at Fort Woolridge.
So?
One needs 1-1 Alpha, the casualties
They
are
were
going
taking
to
too long anyways. Come on.
Well, you go fuck yourself. I was going fast as I could.
1 Alpha, you combat effective.
Down by the GSE.
4-1's out.
1-1 Alpha, the roll 1 is 1-1 Alpha. Wait 1, I have to regroup with my guys.
Tell me to stitch me real quick. Cause I still didn't get that fucking stitch.
That's just a BTR there. How nice. That was a shit fest. Holy shit.
Whiskey, this is 1-1 Sensitive Rip over.
1-1 Whiskey has just now left the compound. We were assisting with the med event and Russian section. We're currently
I'm frustrated.
What are you frustrated about, game? Everything?
Well, the primary thing is that people are running around like they're a chicken with their heads cut off. Like I guess they're not cool. They're all super stressed out and like just running around going, "Oh my god!" So
yeah,
it gives the effect that you'll tell people to do something, but they just won't listen. Like you told that one guy to put me down like 5 or 6 times, but he
it doesn't help that Arma's volume system is fucked. But yeah,
no, it was. I mean, if I could hear,
there was no reason for him to pick it up in the first place.
Like it. Yeah, I feel like our primary problem is people are way too. Their heads aren't cool. They're just freaking out constantly. And due to that, they're not listening to orders. Or they're just kind of doing their own thing, trying to help. When
Yeah,
they're not.
I understand why they did 2 sections, but unfortunately Daniel isn't... He's nowhere near ready enough to IC a section, because he's not ready to IC a section.
Yeah.
So, while we have Rokus, who can section lead, as soon as he goes down, the section goes, well, dead.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was trying to figure out, like, what could I do better for myself not dying, and really, I couldn't do anything about it. That literally a tank shot me, and we didn't know where the tank was.
Yeah, you and Rokus were fucked.
But it probably wasn't a good idea from Whiskey's perspective to basically plan to get besieged.
Yeah, no. It's probably not a good idea to go by yourself.
But yeah, like I was just saying over group chat, this almost makes me want to squad lead purely so I can fix the problems that I see, but that's not a good reason to squad lead.
I mean, that's the hell of a reason to squad lead. I mean, unless you don't want to specifically, unless you hate yourself doing it, it's good enough motivation. Depends on what you mean by.
I guess the only reason why I'd hate myself doing it is because I'd have to deal with the idiots constantly.
Yeah.
Correct. Whiskey, you see that T intersection? Grid.
But otherwise,
you weren't free to blame either. Your section was kind of just like one big gaggle fuck the entire night.
Yeah, no, we. Yeah, it didn't start out well with our plans. Alright. Might as well get a good rub down with that pack.
Just died.
What are you doing here?
Rub me with your magic sack. Yeah.
Cover that one, Whiskey. Cover that one, Ruckus.
Woo! I can see.
Pretty sure you respawned, Ruckus, because you were fine.
You lost the patient. I did click respond, but I got prompted that. I died. Didn't I?
No.
You should have had a heart rate. That's type J.
That's not your corpse. That's some other guy. Totally. Totally isn't you.
Unless you just timed out, which would be really strange, because I don't think we actually have time on the thing.
I think it turned out. I got prompted the respawn button. Never has happened before.
Hey, Odell. Johnson wants blood bags and stuff.
Blood bags and stuff?
Yeah, so he said to me, can you bring me some blood bags or something in all capital letters?
Okay, Willow Ridge, do you have blood bags for Fortune?
I mean, I have blood I can carry. Yeah.
Okay.
Not sure if Demi needs more.
I have ad rep boxes already on land as well, if he needs those, so I'll ask him when we get closer again.
Right.
That's what I was doing for the first hour of the app.
Loading shit.
Yeah, bringing ad reps. I was going to start bringing vehicles too, but I got interrupted with the medevac, and then that took 15 minutes. And I had to wave off 3 times.
Yeah, that was a yikes.
Yeah, that tank was fun though.
Yeah, the tank got me, man.
I'll call signs 401 spooling up on HMS Paddle.
Oh, I can only change sheet over to Copilot. Can I change sheet from Copilot to something else? No.
First platoon is,
Do you want to be something else? You have to get out if you want to get in the passenger seat.
Yeah, alright, I'll do that quickly. Alright, I'm in. It erased all my stuff that I was writing down. Hold on.
Copy that. Break. Vehicle south of Fort Whiskey's location as per JTAS. Stand by.
Did they change it where you can't just move to any seat? Oh, damn it. That's annoying.
I should have had Odell heal me at the carrier. Fuck.
What was that?
Should have had you heal me at the carrier, motherfucker.
Sorry, Willie, I can't hear you. It's too quiet.
I needed to be healed, and I forgot.
Oh, you needed to be healed. And maybe get it Zeus, because we would have done that when we were there anyways. I could probably surgical kit you though.
One was he set up around.
And if you can manage it while flying, or if you want to when we land.
'Mission fire gas. Nail it.
Right, you still lost a lot of blood, but you should be good.
Yes, you're okay.
Thank you very much.
Fucking arc is a movement. This is 1-1 whiskey, contact way down.
Copy that, 1 Alpha.
Contact grid 050963. Some enemies into buildings. We're buildings now.
Fortune 401, I'm inbound to objective market.
050963, enemies in building clear now, over.
Roger, I'm inbound from the north.
Frustrated.
This is 1-1 whiskey. Be advised, 1 times GAZ eliminated.
This is 1-1 Alpha. There might be another vehicle approaching our position. Same grid as last.
To shoot another vehicle?
SGTA.Johnson timed out.
Slightly overweight. May I donate 1 liter of blood to you?
Sure.
I have 1 liter of blood.
Why do you carry 1 liter of blood from?
There we go, now I can walk normally. Because I carried...
The pharmacy just handed that out.
Because Johnson asked me, hey, carry as much blood as you can.
SGTA.Johnson entered the channel.
CTAB.
Good question, Patrick. Shouldn't you keep the blood like in cold storage or something? Or like you keep it in the backpack exposed to sunlight?
Keep it in a cold storage place.
Yeah. So the backpacks are not like a cold storage place, Cannon.
I mean, you and me got exploded by a
I'll send you guys
tank.
to the fucking section.
This is Kanan back on net. Where you guys at? That's foreboding that they didn't talk back to me. Okay, I have a feeling that all of Whiskey has exploded.
Should my radio reset?
I'm just gonna go towards that explosion. This is 1-3 Whiskey, just advising I've not been able to get in contact with the rest of my section.
1-1 Whiskey, radio check. One Alpha, this is 1-1. Can you check on the status of 1-1 Whiskey?
I'm just gonna check the C tab here, see where the boys are at. They're still way down the road by another like 200 meters.
Alpha, radio check.
1-1, this is 1-1
Oh,
Alpha.
I just saw them sneaking guy, friendlies up front. Just saw him bring injured into the garage. Yeah, hi.
1-1, this is 1-1 Alpha. We're still at the same grid, 050963. We had contact with 2 vehicles. They've been disabled. I have one friendly,
That's CAD camo right on the road there.
casualty,
CAD pack.
and we're trying to advance
You have
towards
three.
3050962. Taking some contacts from the southeast
Risky, middle of the
from
road,
buildings.
fucking bandit.
We're advancing slowly.
Go. This is
1-1 copies.
Marcus, I'm back. This Pokemon's up here.
Rokas, go to Daniel. See where.
Okay, there's one part of Whiskey. Now where's
Kanan.
the other part?
Kanan, I need
Yeah.
the blood now.
Alright, I got like 4 liters of blood on me.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, Buckman's down too. Shit.
Have my blood. I gave you 4 liters of blood. Yeah, I'm trying to find where Buckman could have flown off to.
I mean, we're bringing you another casualty.
Yep.
I bandaged him up so he's not bleeding anymore.
Oop. I heard shots coming out from the south. Or incoming from the south.
Oh my god, how much pain is this guy in?
Need help? Me?
Give me a second. Hey, dude, check Buckman's pulse. Oh, for fuck's sake, the fucking...
You got Buckman in here? I see Willoughby, but I don't see Buckman around.
There's fucking puking everywhere, man.
Pulse.
Demi, did you say you had Buckman?
Oh, I'm trading Willoughby first.
Okay, do you know where Buckman is?
He's supposed to be beside me somewhere.
I don't see him beside you.
There's no one else here, Rob.
Okay, well, Quincy's bringing him over.
Yo, Quincy. Where's he at?
Canyon. One.
You're cutting in and out.
Canyon. One. Hey, we're moving towards you. Canyon, you staying here providing security to them?
Yeah, where's Buckman at?
Buckman is over there with Woolridge.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, we're all moving towards Rokas. E with me. Gideon with me.
This is 1-3 Whiskey, just confirming that Whiskey is currently 1 man effective.
Copy that, 1-1 Whiskey.
And he has a pneumothorax, of course.
Yeah, Buckman's right now getting treated by Woolridge, it sounds like.
Okay. Hey, just make sure Woolridge knows how to use the King LT and the things, man.
Yeah, he does. He's used them on me before.
This time I think your dick has been shot off.
Yeah, because whenever I saw you, you didn't have any.
Alright, I'm headed out. Have a good one.
Yep, I'll try and keep security. To the best of my ability.
Oh, well, we get the fuck up.
First platoon, be advised, air jets engaging BMP moving southbound of your current location, 400 meters out. Over.
Just put a fucking Guadal tube in you. What the fuck?
As soon as he vomits, the Guadal tube fucked itself.
What does it?
Yeah. He needs suctionating, so he puked at some point.
Holy fuck, I'm alive.
Hold on. Let me get my monitor back from you.
Oh yeah, Demi, if you need even more blood, I know Francis, or not Francis, P-Wag, I gave him a liter of blood because I was too heavy.
Okay, I got left leg.
I believe the medics are currently to your north, like 200 meters in the garage.
Alright, I see them.
Ooh, I lost a lot of blood.
Coming over. Do not engage.
He does not have a pulse.
Don't mind me
fucking
squinting
had a
or
pulse
like
like a minute ago.
doing the what face as he said do not engage. And it's like what?
Am I good to go or am I staying?
It's friendly up top because he has the tube on his back.
You got hit by a tank shell. I saw it.
Maybe you guys should have fucking told me where the vehicle was that was 20 meters from you and I would have killed it for you.
I actually didn't know where the vehicle was at the time you got hit. We would have actually all died. Somehow not.
Buckman, your heart has stopped twice in 5 minutes. How do you feel?
Nah, it hasn't stopped. It's just fibrillating, you know?
What will be?
Am I free to go or do I need more blood?
Yeah, you're free to go. You had a pretty good blood pressure when I last checked.
I'm gonna give him some atropine.
Okay, because mine still says I lost a lot of blood, but I'll take your word for it. Cause...
Yeah, lost a lot of blood means you've lost like I think 2 or 3
Oh.
liters or more.
Alright, let's get going, Kanan.
Alright, on the road.
Not even. Sometimes you lose this liter and it'll be low blood pressure. Also the fact that he took morphine.
Hold on, there's
Just
too
making
much
sure I
radiation.
asked.
Okay, say that again.
I wasn't talking to you. I'm talking to Wilby.
Hopefully I don't get immediately blown up again.
Yes, Buckman, you probably do. You're pretty
Being
fucked.
on the road again.
1-1 Alpha,
don't
that
want to
building that you're
blow up
currently on,
again.
red shutters. Current contacts on the east side balcony, over.
Oh, there it was.
Copy.
Oh yeah, I gotta check.
Is that Friendly's front? Yeah, it looks like it. Friendly's front, right side of the road.
And double check. Yeah, they're moving like morons. They're ours.
Okay, I kind of don't want to continue going forwards because there's tracers whizzing over our heads.
That's fine. Where's your sense of adventure? So I do still have my rocket, yes? Okay.
My sense of adventure left after the second time I was blown to pieces.
You're monitoring 31, right?
Yeah, I'm on 31. It's just really, really quiet.
'Cause I'm not monitoring it.
Was you okay? Come through the bushes and towards the house.
I'm guessing it's this house.
Kanan, come through the bushes and towards the house.
I went north through the bushes. Do you mean south? There's 2 sets of bushes.
Northeast.
Northeast, kind of.
Oh, north. Okay, that way.
I'm right outside the Dingleberry building. And
The Dingleberry building? That means absolutely nothing to me.
oh no, Bedian, he seemed okay. Where the fuck are you, Kate?
I'm just on the other side of the bushes. Like you said for me to be, beside the house, which was super
Just go back
descriptive.
to the road, so I can fucking find you.
Hi.
There you are. I was over at that house.
Downstairs, you told me.
I was at that house.
Yes, Trina.
I figured that.
See, when you call out the building you're going to a house, they're all houses.
Are we still in orders to go tank
Mm.
We're just gonna assume that, because I don't feel like asking, because I'm not listed on 31.
I mean, I'll go ahead and ask.
Don't ask, just
Oh.
just do. Don't ask, just do. Buckman already asked. Those were our last orders that I knew of.
And so far, Operation Get on Tall Building to find stuff has not been successful.
Nope.
So, just going through small alleys and blocking off main roads.
I don't remember what. I can't remember if we were supposed to be on a building, or if we were just looking around. No, we were just looking around for shit. That's right.
Okay.
Then the Dingleberries
So,
got engaged.
I think off to our east is orange an MSR or is yellow an MSR? I think an orange is MSR on...
Orange is MSR.
Okay, so there's an MSR, 2 of them off to our west.
Orange is MSR, white is small street, the fat white is a bigger street.
And then yellow is just...
Yellow is an MSR.
Okay.
Main service road.
Whiskey, where y'all at?
Grid 0519er62. Standing next to a brown shithole house from Chernaris.
Well, let's get
and
up...
the street light.
Gotcha, I'm running to you now.
Stay
Well,
good.
this is 1-1 whiskey.
I kind of want to just
do
get
you
up
want
on
me
the
to do
roof.
a lay straight up for you? Or are you good?
I'm about 100 meters from y'all, but yeah, if you wanted to give me a lay straight up, that would help. Just
One more
flash
copy.
it. Oh, I see it. There.
So I kind of want to do a
Not
isolation.
sure if there's movement over there, but you might not want to put you back that way.
Okay.
Heyo.
You here?
I'm coming up through these bushes.
Oh, look, it's Kanan's daddy and my bitch boy. Where'd he go?
Bro, I'm about to fucking light up people in this AAR. High
They're
key.
so retarded.
Yeah. Well, I think I think what it is that everyone's like chickens with their heads cut off, or they're all like stressed out and not thinking straight. Like cooler heads prevail, and they're not cool.
I know what the problem is. The plane doesn't have a delta.
Isn't P-Wake Delta?
No, P-Wag is 1-1. He's
But
a lieutenant
isn't
now.
is it 1-1 Delta?
No.
Then what's
Delta is 1-1's 2IC.
Oh.
Delta's like the platoon sergeant. He's the platoon leader.
Yes. Delta's the one who corrects stupid.
Okay, so what the fuck were y'all doing out here this far?
Looking for tanks.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Oh, I just followed Wooly.
I guess.
Or not Wooly.
I was following your
Willoughby.
last orders of hunt for tanks. And then we got
Let's
shot,
go
so-
ahead. Let's go ahead and cut back a little bit. Stay off the roads, I guess. Let's go through these alleys.
Sounds
Well, actually, the fighting with Alphas died down, but they were in pretty hefty contact for a while there.
Realistically,
Kanan,
we
you got
were...
your laser on, dude.
I do?
You dumb son of a bitch. You were just fucking yelling at people for that, you stupid fuck.
Hey, I was passed out most of the time with my laser on.
Lasers off when they're not necessary.
Yeah, you had your laser on while you were passed out the entire time as well.
I know he did. I was fucking thinking of
'Cause-
bitching at him the whole time just to bust his balls a little bit.
Yeah, because I was doing like CQC just with the laser.
I know.
Yeah.
I know why yours was on. I just wanted to bust your balls
fuck
about it.
It's- oh my god! I wasn't expecting someone in there. Don't go in, frag out.
Oh my god. Server Y.
It did. Well, incapacitated.
And now Willoughby's gonna start shooting for 5 years.
Alright, nobody's shooting unless you have to. I'm going to the door now.
I gotta give him. He's completely fucked.
No, yeah, don't waste ammo on him. This is what I do. You just go into their inventory.
The lag, it's so
drop
bad,
their rifle,
Bedman. Help.
Their grenade.
The lag, it's so bad.
And their helmet on the ground. Now they're just an unarmed dude who can't do shit.
Also, where's your section? Are you lost?
Right, no, just right across the bush. I heard you
Wait,
guys
what the
shooting,
fuck?
so I came over.
Are we on a retard plantation? Because they keep running out of fucking nowhere.
No, Buckman, that's not a real thing. But if it was, yeah, we'd be on one.
But yeah, it's
1-1, this is
real
Whiskey.
bad.
Whiskey's got no eyes on armor or anything of the sort. Can you please advise on new tasking?
1-1 Whiskey, this is 1-1. We hear audible motorized vehicle around our location, over.
Hold on, we're about to go back to 1-1. What's your location? Are you at the building of interest? And one of you fuckers prep your launcher and move up with me.
Okay, go for it. I heard it to our left, I think?
1-1, this is 1-1 Alpha. We have a BMP approaching the 3-story building, concrete building at grid 050962 from the southwest.
Backlast on the right side of the road, behind the blown up ZSU.
Copy that.
Backlast clear, you're good to fire.
Whiskey's gonna be on.
Move. Kanan, prep your next launcher.
Roger, clear the front of the building.
It's all clear, just hurry up. It's literally pointing right at you. Walk right on the right side of the building and it's within 50 meters.
Rocket prep as soon as that cannon fires.
No, cancel. Engine's out.
Server's lagging.
Engine's out on the BMP, but she's still up.
Want me to hit it again?
Nah, don't waste your 84. Come back to dismounting.
Got dismounts, BMP down.
1-1, this is 1-1 Alpha. Be advised, the BMP has been
They
taken
said
care of.
there's another vehicle
We have
approaching
dismount.
I've got
Yeah.
audible second engine.
Where did you get that
Prep your
vehicle
rockets.
from?
Yeah.
Break.
This is west. Contact approaching from west. Mechanized.
Approaching 4-story building.
BMP, 4,300 mils approaching building.
Yeah, get inside. Don't want to get hit by backblast.
Assume your backlast is clear.
Holy
Roger.
shit.
Engage.
Rocket. I hit him right underneath the turret. He's still up and moving.
Yep, get effect on target.
Willoughby, go ahead and get that cook-off kill for us. Turret should be down. Nice.
No, Will.
This is 1-1 Whiskey, second BP down. Bro, there's so much lag you fired, and it looked like a Nerf football hit the side of the tank, and I was like, what the fuck happened?
So much fireball. I'm bleeding from light everywhere.
God, you're walking in place now, Buckman.
Yeah, dude, this server's so laggy right now. People
Like, it's not even like a low FPS kind of lag. It's the annoying kind of lag that where you can't get anything done.
Oh man, alright, let's repack my mags. Nice job.
Oh, fuck it, Willoughby. Oh, Willoughby.
Willoughby inside the building.
Another.
We destroyed the tank, dude. Though we shot it at like 25 meters.
Why do you have
Holy shit, guys.
is everybody inside this fucking building?
Because we're hiding from all the shrapnel.
No, but they're on the other side of that building. I want the people out there, otherwise I cannot even know where the fucking people are.
Kanan, go ahead and get up on the roof.
Roger, if ladder works this time, we'll do.
Try to. I'm gonna help with the medics with Willoughby. Y'all need any help with Willoughby?
We have both medics here. We're fine.
Okay.
Rogas,
I hear my heart
we
rate
have
beating.
all the medics
Can you
are
give me,
taking care of
like,
casualties
small
at
thing to
the
say and some,
ground floor of this
fucking
building. Are you guys at the
epi?
very top?
Yeah. Maybe painkillers. We've got a lot of pain.
Yeah, one time's immediate
Alright.
at the top of the building.
Copy.
Okay, let's do.
All
Oh,
one,
yeah,
this is
friendly.
1-1 Alpha.
You guys are still very.
Friendly coming up the ladder.
We have one time immediate casualty at the top of the concrete building over here. One medic will need to get over there.
10-4.
Demi said he's coming up. Just leave him. Demi said he's coming up.
Sure.
Daniel, just put him down. The man's
No,
on
let's
Daniel.
get him closer. Away from the ledge.
Shoving down the 2 flights of stairs.
Unable to come back to get downstairs.
Where'd they go?
No idea.
Moser just disappeared.
When?
Sure, 130.
Daniel tried picking him up, then put him down, and they disappeared.
Put him down. He jumped.
Alright, let's move.
Okay, everyone, you heard the man. Just go down, down, down.
It appears this gun still is. Do you think it respawned?
Hard to find out. Just
No,
sit down.
we should be able to tell. There should be a body still.
There is no body, but his gun's over there.
Daniel,
It's because I picked up his
get down.
gun.
Get down to the first floor. I'll handle this. Don't worry.
Oh, jeez. This was an RPG from the enemy.
I'm done. Yeah, keep going. Quincy, my casualty disappeared. We're trying to move him around, and I think the guy armed. I don't know if he's still alive. He's probably somewhere in the northern side of the building. I'm sending all of the guys down. I'm the last man. By the way, Quincy, I'm passing all of the guys to you because I will probably have to call it a night in a few minutes. So.
Spuckman?
Yeah, yeah, don't worry.
I would suggest just contacting P-Wag to ask Francis where he is on Zeus.
Sorry, am I getting heard that well?
Yeah, Larry.
Okay, let's get ranges.
I'm just saying you should probably tell P-Wag to
300
tell
meters.
Francis where he went. Because yeah, he just disappeared entirely, so.
275.
Oh, he's Zeus, right? That's no, like, most have just disappeared entirely. Yeah, so just. I guess that's.
Kanan, you got eyes on anything?
1-1, this is 1-1 Alpha message.
Negative, not at this time.
Is 1-1 send?
I'm still waiting for my section to regroup outside of this building so we can proceed. However, one of our members disappeared. We don't know where his body went. Emery.
Outside, he fell a dozen stories.
Oh, he fell off.
He's dead.
Looks like we just found. Looks like we just found him. Fell off the floor.
Yeah,
Dead.
he's dead.
You can get his shit.
Yeah, he's dead. He should be respawning.
Kanan, how are you on your rockets?
Go all the way from there down.
1 moment.
Whatever, it's dead, so just leave him.
3 heat left.
Just let you know.
Okay.
So you know, I picked up Moser's MG gunner, so I guess I'm right now in the grid.
Let's get the best view of both worlds.
Am I alive? Holy shit! Daniel, I picked it up. Thank you, Wooly.
Oh, yeah, roof gives pretty good view of 2 of the MSRs.
1-1. I want you guys ready and on overwatch to the southwest because of QRF spotted on the road.
Who's choking?
1-1. Can you make that more clear? Would you like 1-1 Whiskey to reposition to the south-southwest and set up a different OP point, or maintain our current position on the roof?
Maintain current position, be prepared to engage south-southwest in case Airdead does not engage.
1-1 Whiskey copies all. 1 Whiskey is maintaining current position.
1-1 Alpha copies 2. 1-1 Alpha is currently to the southwest of the
Yeah,
building.
so something generally from over
Be ready to engage the
south direction, southwest
Kira
maybe.
if they get over here.
Really, they're just gonna be splitting these trees, so it's like a half and half.
MCPLG.Rokus
Go
left
either
your
way.
channel.
Rokus is disconnected.
Gotta repack my mags now.
I mean, you know. Well, if I would have shot the rocket from the building, I would have killed
Who's
all
the
the
idiot
retards
down there?
downstairs.
Oh, maybe it's just not idiots.
It might maybe not be able to be collapsed, but it definitely would have fucked up all the morons downstairs.
It's long distance around 2,700 miles.
They're not. You know they're not.
27.
So I ran out there, thinking it was further away than it was. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Willoughby, get off yelling.
I'll call signs audible.
Yeah, I can hear you from up on the roof. I'll get up on the roof, we got audible on vehicles.
What direction, please?
Kanan, stand on my left if you
I
can.
didn't say anything too bad, though.
If that doesn't fuck up your shot too much. That way I can be prepped just to load you from the right side, so that way you don't have to stand all the way up and be real slow.
Alright. Yeah, I keep forgetting that, like, locks you in place when you're reloading.
Yeah.
Shooting people by the PMPs, or is that just sort of like, I don't know. In case you haven't.
Come to Pappy, I hear him.
Got confirmed audible on engine approaching us from the south. Willoughby, prep your 84. Kanan and I are up on the roof. Kanan takes first shot. Once you hear a rocket go, wherever you are, you fucking fire.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Actually go up the ladder, you fucking...
My back pass is all clear and whatnot. It'll be good to
Yeah,
shoot.
you watch that road. I'm moving over to watch this other one. It's on the other one.
Up the ladder, up the ladder, up the ladder.
I think.
Holy fuck.
Because I don't know who actually
you just hold your road.
ace option.
Okay, I'll hold my road and Willoughby will get the other one.
Yeah, Willoughby, come over here.
Yeah, I'm trying. Every time I get to the top of the ladder, my fucking retard falls back down the hole. I'm very annoying. There we go.
Got a lot of enemy infantry coming around my road.
Contact.
1-1 copies contact.
It's on the left side. Engage. Just
Contact is agreed 050963.
God damn it, Willoughby.
Enemies and
Kanan, bring your
civilians.
launcher over.
I'm here.
BMP's right there. Light it up with Willoughby.
I think I hit it once in its rear.
Negative, that's no kill. Engine's still up, I hear.
Yeah, the engine isn't in the back.
Clear back left.
Yeah, you're good. Just go for it.
1-1. This is 1-1 Whiskey. We've got a confirmed kill on BMP.
1-1 copies confirmed kill on BMP.
For the record, guys, if it's just us up on a rooftop like this, and we've already been engaging something like that, don't even take the time to clear your back west. Assume that someone else is behind you.
1-1, this is 1-1 Alpha. We're still engaging enemy contacts from the southwest.
What? What? Okay, I went down for a second.
Okay. Yeah. Kanan, if you didn't hear what I just told Willoughby, anytime we're in a situation like we just were, you can yell clear
backblast, but you don't have to wait for a response if it's just us up on a rooftop like that. If you fucking nail one of us, it's our own fault for being retarded and standing behind you.
Roger that.
We got 301 on the ground. 1-1, this is 1-1 Whiskey Interrogative. 301 is on the ground. Are we mounting up or something?
Negative, that is for research.
1-1 copies, or Whiskey copies. Cannon, how many rockets you got?
1 second. Got one in the tube.
One of the retards is missing his rifle.
Hey, Willoughby. You want to see what a retard looks like? Look right there. At the dude standing up and down in the middle of the field having 40 mics going off around him.
About to get shot.
You want to see the other guys? Look at those guys. Yeah, if y'all see infantry in those trees, by the way, feel free to fire. Cannon, turn off your ways.
Okay, I was just marking where the enemy infantry's all at for them.
Yeah. Actually, fuck it. Just flash it occasionally, but don't hold it.
There's a retard running around in the trees.
Yeah, we have the darker camo.
Yeah. Okay, the one here is down. That one just got dropped.
I just dropped 2 of them. Can't tell if that fucker's enemy or friendly.
Which one?
Friendly. Friendly.
That one?
Yeah, that guy's friendly.
Dude, I'm so tempted to fire a shot right by him and see how he reacts.
He's running.
Hold on. Watch.
Don't actually shoot him. No. Don't actually shoot him.
Oh, he thinks it's the enemy that shot at him.
I pinged off 3 trees away from him.
Or you scared him?
Yeah. Because he's standing in the middle of a field. He's so fucking retarded.
Fuck. Was that... Motherfuckers, did you guys... Are you bullying someone?
No.
I just saw...
Is 1 Alpha.
I just saw someone get bullied.
Are you bullying?
Yeah.
Do you want to tell? You want to tell
Canadian
Quincy about his
soldier
lost
out there
puppy?
just got shot up at you guys. Who the fuck is that out there?
I don't know.
That's
but we're suppressing the dudes around him.
That's the kid we were bullying just now. I
Vehicle
fired a shot
side
like
with
15 meters away from him, and he just turned around and
Mauser
stared at the impact.
intersection. Do you have him back on
Why is
station?
he by himself?
I don't know.
This is 1 Alpha. Moser is with me.
Don't shoot at him anymore.
1-1 Alpha, can you say
You
again?
will be taking the moral high ground.
Were you asking where Moser is? Is that where you're asking?
Affirm 1-1 Alpha, is he currently with you?
Yeah, he's currently with me.
Especially the fucking ones right
That
below
got
you.
you.
If he wasn't right below you, then yeah, go ahead. It'd be
I
fine.
forgot to have dinner today.
I didn't.
That's
I
not
had a
good.
burrito. And now I have to poop, which is
come over here.
unfortunate. Oh god.
Ooh. I should probably prepare the pizza before Game of Thrones.
Thank you for the stitches. Yeah.
I will do that now. If any of you get shot on fucking preparing pizza, I'm gonna smack you.
1-1, this is 1-1 Alpha. Message over.
1-1 send message.
1 standby.
So the quick reaction force coming from the west
But
was
if you
taken
look at
care
my
of.
backpack,
Grid
it's also
049961. 1-1 Alpha is currently waiting for further instruction. You want us to proceed towards the south or to the east?
This is not what I wanted to do, game. Is that Emery I hear? Oh, I hope it is. I like Emery. I hope he's alive. I really hope that wasn't Emery out in that field. I would kind of feel bad.
1, this is 1-1. It appears that we have a box of explosives here, possibly weapons as well. It appears to be all.
Oh shit, looks like my recon was right.
Whiskey got dib on the debts, fool.
Whiskey's got dib up.
This is 1-1. How would you like us to proceed from here?
EOD certification, so you're not allowed to handle control
Shut up.
debts.
Shut up. Fuck you.
Because you're part of recon, you get to be part of the element that does the debt.
I hate you.
That's your treat, Willoughby.
I'm pushing the button. Please? Come on.
What if you both?
Alright.
What if you both hold hands and both
Can I
squeeze
push
on the
one of
clacker
the
at the same time?
Like, I know you gotta do a couple of these. Can I push one of the buttons?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Do I even have clackers?
1-1 Alpha,
Well, if you
1-1
don't have
Bravo,
clackers, you
1-1
don't get
Whiskey.
it,
This
so-
is 1-1.
No, I don't.
You are all to regroup here at the main base. Correction. Grid 049096.
Ooh, there should have been a break somewhere in there.
Platoon house, and we're clear to disconnect from here.
Alright, you heard him, Whiskey. We DC.
Aye, Captain.
Woo! Another night sleeping in some random person's house or building.
I'm sleeping on the roof, bitch.
Get a nice
First
suntan.
Lieutenant L. Buckman left your channel. SGTB. Woolridge left your. You switched to channel Ottawa Room. You are now known as A. Kanan. CPLC. Willoughby joined your channel.
Interesting operation.
That's one way of putting it. Yeah.
LTC. Odell joined your channel.
Hey, Odell.
Hello?
How about that helicopter?
What helicopter?
MCPLR. Demi joined your channel.
We'll go over in the medevac for whiskey.
Oh, you mean the one that was on the deck for 15 minutes?
Oh, yeah.
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 You were there?
Yeah.
He fucking
you turned-
landed before I woke up, and he was still on the ground after I ran out the building.
SGTA.
Yeah, because
Johnson
people
joined your
decide not
channel.
to coordinate medevacs with me, because
A. Bidian joined your channel.
my main thing.
Capt. A. Francis joined your channel.
I didn't ask for a helicopter.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
PTES. Ye joined your channel.
Ooh.
PTEE.
Who's
Emery
that
joined your.
frag
PTEB. R. Moser joined your
Oh,
channel.
man.
Oh.
We did
Oh,
work
okay.
for him. We did work for him.
Why? Where did you see that?
On Kanan's Twitch.
Oh, yeah, that's me.
What were you watching us bully one of the guys that got separated from the group?
No,
Yeah, but
just-
I had
Don't
turned you guys
mention
down,
that.
so I didn't hear the bullying that you were doing.
I don't know how.
P. Tank joined your
I just
channel.
got hit once during the entire operation, even though how hectic it got in cases.
What a bullshit. Bull fucking
I'm pretty
shit,
sure I
man.
technically died twice.
Ugh, that's gotta hurt.
Buckman died like 3 times.
When I was unconscious, I suddenly got teleported about 300
Twice.
feet above the ocean, then fell.
I'll
Oh,
tell
is
you
that
guys
your
what,
gun I found on the
I
roof?
worked all lot today. Holy shit.
Yeah, and then
Wait,
Ruckus
were you
and
on the
Kanan got
rooftop? Of the new
2
platoon house?
LTR. Baron joined your
I was on
channel.
the roof. I was, yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
I
I
took
found
the
your gun.
magazine out of your weapon.
Oh no, that was not his weapon. That was mine because I switched it for the C9, so we can always have at least one extra MG on there.
I got you.
Attaboy. Who taught you that? I'm proud of him, whoever it was.
I just common sense.
Atta fucking boy. I like him. He's a good kid.
But holy smokes, I was there just outside the door. All of a sudden, a tank shell HE landed, took out Kanan and Ruckus. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my.
Yeah. I'm trying to message Kane, and I'm just like, I hear the explosion, and I hear all the guys in the house go, Ruckus is dead! Oh my god! Sitting out here just like,
I didn't say Ruckus
fuck,
is dead, oh god.
I should probably go, oh fuck, I should probably get that tank then. I'm running over to it, I'm like, Kanan, where the fuck you at so we can one-shot, two-shot it?
Yeah,
and
Kanan's
just
dead.
no response. Like, oh. Like, well, Kanan, if you hear this, I'm gonna go kill the tank, ha ha ha.
Yeah, so basically,
Dead.
actually, can I tell you how that tank situation? I moved up to a house.
PTEBS. Riker
I got
joined your
engaged,
channel.
by
2LTR.Kendall joined your channel. P.Weglo SGTT.Quincy joined your channel. CPLD.Daniel joined your channel.
Like, holy crap, this like we got basically a wind kicked out of us because, you know, 2 big HEs lying on the side of a house, right, like 10 meters from us. So we pulled back, we pulled inside, Ruckus and Cannon were just outside, the HE shell landed just like 15 meters from them. They got down and I lived because I was just luckily enough far away from it.
Nice.
Is that during the BMP engagement that you guys were close to?
No, that's the one where I ran out and suicide rocketed it.
Okay, I think everybody's here now.
Everyone's in channel now.
Alright, everyone quiet down.
Fucking shit show.
So yeah, that was quite interesting, huh? I'm still confused as to what happened because of the, I don't know, breakdown. I don't want to say breakdown. Difficulty in communication between you know, everybody. So that definitely needs to be worked on. Couple other things is brevity in terms of communication. Meaning don't, you know, try to keep your radio traffic to a minimum. Try and, you know, keep it very short and sweet, concise, you know, to the point. And then last thing is use of enemy equipment. I saw a couple guys with RPGs. Definitely don't do that, 'cause I will shoot you. Like, I'm not joking. Next time I see that, I will shoot you.
Unless you've been given explicit instructions to pick it up.
That's all I got. Fortune?
Can't say that much. That packet loss just completely, utterly destroyed any communication I could have had with the airframes after a while. And
yeah, that kind of translated to me not having.
Fucking over.
Yeah. Yeah, shit situation, but we dealt with it the best we can. Oh, I'm sorry. One, go ahead.
I don't really have much to say. You guys looked like you were moving pretty well. It looked like you guys kind of got a little bogged down at that first apartment complex, probably due to the amount of casualties you took in trying to take the compound. And then I'm not entirely sure what happened once 401 hit the, like, got on station there and was waiting for you guys to load up for.
I can tell you what happened there.
Okay.
So
go ahead.
The 2 medics were treating 2 guys inside the building, and there was so you, P-Weg, you told me the LZ. I relayed the LZ to them. However, they were still not ready to take the casualties outside, and I heard the chopper coming. Was trying to hurry them up, but as soon as the chopper came down, took fire from the west, fire that we were not aware was so close, so the 401 waved off and then came back. However, both times I was not aware that 401 was coming right now, so both times the medics were still treating the patients inside the building, so it took a while to take them outside the building and into the chopper. I don't know there if I misunderstood that the chopper was already inbound, because my understanding was that I was going to let you know when the medics were ready to take the casualties to the LZ. Oh. That I heard the chopper coming in, and the medics were still treating it.
Yeah.
Remember
on that note,
when I asked you if you had an idea where whether the chopper was already down into the ground?
Yeah.
Well,
you told me you didn't know.
Can I speak on that though?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Because it wasn't the fact that the medics were still treating. Really. Like, 401 was on the ground for 15 minutes before it had to leave because it started taking small arms fire. It was sitting out back. And even if, like, people hadn't known that it was on the ground, like, I got up after it had landed. And Willoughby was on top of me when he's like, all right, Buckman, I'm ready to go. And I was like, all right, I'm ready to go. And I realized 401 was still up back. And so Willoughby yelled, hey, 401's on the deck. And I was also like, hey, 401's on the deck. And we never got a reply from anyone. And so eventually we were like, screw it, we'll just bound. I assume that they already know. And so it was like a horrid thing of miscommunication. And then,
well,
I don't know.
So consider this. When that location there, that was the location where, my understanding, that is the location where when Bravo went to meet Whiskey at, correct? That's when Whiskey went down and also Rokas went down. Then I got the radio
after the helicopter had bugged out.
Sorry?
Rokas
I can fuck this because I was there the entire time. But so basically I was never informed at any moment that I was never coordinated with the medevacs. That's the main thing. If I'm not ready or someone's not ready to move the patients, the bird shouldn't be on the ground.
Sadly.
But I was especially confused because I was wondering if he was there for Castback or not, because I knew the 401 was on the ground.
Johnson
but
out.
In no way was I ready to move both patients, because I don't think Alpha was there at that point when the bird was initially on the ground. And so all I had
Red
was
Fox
Bravo,
entered the
who was
channel.
kind of out of sync because they only had Daniel leading them.
Correct.
And so we weren't really in a position to
Correct.
move.
So exactly, this is what happened. So I was saying that was the location where Bravo connected with Whiskey, and then at some point, I think everybody went down, including Rokas. That's when I took Alpha and brought it over that location. As soon as I got there, I had no idea that 401 was already on the ground. As soon as I got there, I got communication that we had to extract those people. However, my understanding was that I didn't know that 401 was still on the ground. So I was given an LZ, and I thought, I'm gonna wait for the medic to tell me that they're ready to take the prisoner, the casualties outside the building, and I'm gonna call in for
Johnson timed out.
That's when I learned that that 401 was already on the ground and started taking fire and waved off.
Johnson entered the channel.
So, from my point of view, I didn't know that 401 was already on the ground because I was not at that location at the time. I just got there.
Yeah, so it seems like it's a communication breakdown on the part of both us to the medics, letting them know that this bird is coming in for the medevac, and the fact that the bird is down and the bird only has to be on the deck for 30 seconds, right?
Right.
Till that Fortune guy's fucking fall on his goddamn internet. Buy better internet, you fucking country hick.
Yeah, so the only thing I would add to that, guys, is basic procedure is that if it is going to be a casevac, your guys immediately have to know there's a casevac coming, and wait for the medics to relay if they heard you, confirm it, whatever you got to do. When it comes to the medics, if they say they are not ready to casevac these targets and they are not en route to HLZ, we do not go in. You inform us that the targets are not stabilized and cannot be transported to the chopper. Therefore, we do not come in. The fact that he was there for 15 minutes is a little crazy. I myself should have relayed to Fortune or one of you guys, but that's neither here nor there. I think we should look at the positives from the air. Everything looked great. It was the most action I've encountered, and your guys' initial movements were fantastic. The flanking, I actually regret not recording tonight because I actually witnessed a legit flanking maneuver from one platoon, and in the entire time I've even been with the CEF, I've hardly ever seen that performed successfully. So, fucking hands off to you guys.
1-1 Alpha, do you have anything else?
It was I had a lot of issues myself. First of all, with the Blueford tracker not working and causing crashes of my Arma. Then at some point towards the end of the op, started working randomly. I don't even know why. However, when I started, it was very difficult for me because I couldn't call the exact grid. I only used the map, and I wasn't sure, especially when you are in close quarter combat. It's very hard because the map only gives you, a big grid, but I don't know exactly my position relative to the rest of the section exactly. So Demi was helping me with the exact grid at the beginning. So that was the first problem. Second problem is I'm talking within the section. I need you guys to just give me the important information, because the problem I had too much chatter, and so also my conversation with 1-1 was fucked up because I had too much in my ears, so I couldn't communicate with 1-1 very well. So even my communication towards 1-1 was not the best, I would say the least. So I don't need people to tell me, I have permission to do this, permission to do that. Like, just listen to the orders, execute, call the enemies. When you call the enemies, try to give, information where, relative to where they are in the arc of fire. Call the fucking hills and say if they are in the building, on the balcony, that kind of stuff. And also, there's no need to panic and say that there's a tank or a BMP 3 times. Like, once it's said one time, and where is it? The direction. That's it. We're gonna take care of it. But with a section of 10 guys, if everyone talks too much, then it becomes really. So, other than that, the reaction to fire was pretty good, and we started very well. Then we took a lot of casualties, and it was we were like pinned down by a couple of vehicles, so everything slowed down, and that's where the clusterfuck started. That's it.
Who's your 2i sequency?
It was Rokas who disconnected.
Rokas here. Daniel, you took over. Do you have anything to add?
It was a bit chaotic because I didn't know until a few minutes later Rokas actually went down. It just kept axing. So if someone goes down and you see them, please radio them in. Other than that, everything went well.
So actually, they radioed me in when Rokas went down. So I don't know exactly what happened over there, because I was talking to, I think, Emery.
Yeah, you told us pretty much as soon as you go down, switch.
Yeah, exactly. So you told me right away, and I started talking to you. And then after like 5 minutes, I heard Daniel asking me where Rokas was, and I was like, I thought you guys were all on the same page because you were all together. So I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, our section at that time was split. We had some people down below and some people up on the roof.
Gotcha.
So we didn't see. I heard over the radio, but I could also understand not hearing it over the radio. That call that Rokas had been taken down. So
to be honest, it kind of falls a bit on my part. I could have went on to our section and also said that. I kind of just started relaying what Quincy told me, like tell everyone to go on 231.1. So I quickly jumped over and said that, and I kind of just stayed on 31.1.
Okay, gotcha.
And I could have I could have said like, guys, Quincy's like Ruckus is down on our channel as well.
Okay, Whiskey?
Okay. I'm just gonna go off stuff without sugarcoating. So, big issue Whiskey had was the 401 thing. Sounds like that got resolved. Just a bunch of miscommunication. Comms were very fucking cluttered. Even on the platoon, there was the second someone tried to transmit, I heard like 2 parties start trying to transmit on top of them. It was like a massive, at least from my perspective, on the platoon net, like that needs worked on. And that's just, all of our parts. Just better brevity, stuff like that. You covered that already, Pueg. People picking up enemy weapons was an issue for Whiskey, because we almost had a friendly fire incident where we saw a dude with an RPG, and then Kanan mentioned that he was wearing a darker camo than the Ruskies. Otherwise, one of the guys from Alpha or Bravo would have been shot in a forest. Also, picking up RPGs to engage a BMP when Whiskey's already there with 84s. Please don't do that. All you do is get in our way. Because we had Willoughby and Kanan out front of the building yelling at people to clear out and clear their backblast. Because it's a pretty big backblast. And Willoughby ended up going down because he had to run further away from the building than he would have liked to. Because people were still occupying his backblast. After sitting there for about 45 seconds asking people to clear it. And that put him a bit too close to the fucking explosion. So that was another issue.
Kendall, you're hot mic.
Sorry.
When splitting up Alpha and Bravo, please be more clear about how you guys are doing it. Because I'm hearing Alpha and Bravo like there were 2 sections, but when I called at first, I was hearing, we've got 9 guys, but they're on 2 frequencies. Because all that does is fuck over the 2 IC. Because when Rokus went down, I had to run through the office building to get Daniel and get him on the frequency. Because, people didn't know who the 2 IC necessarily was. And just stuff like that. Like there wasn't any, we have the 2 ICs written for a reason and stuff like that. And people didn't know who should get on the radio. And so Quincy had to check in with me about that stuff. The general security of perimeters and awareness, quite frankly, was pretty shit. 401 was on the ground for 15 minutes. I wish I took a screenshot because I had a thing of 8 guys looking out the same window, and I ran behind them to the south side of the building and saw an 8 to 12 man section within 10 meters of 401, and they immediately started firing at him. And so that was a big, guys, no one's watching the back of this building at all. It was a very frustrating op. Also, guys, turn down your radios or be less cluttered on Alpha and Bravo comms. Not that I'm trying to knock your guys' intra-squad communication, because I'm not on that freak. But there were several times where Whiskey tries to talk to members of Alpha or Bravo to ask them about where armor is that we heard getting reported over PlatoonNet or stuff. And they just give us blank stares and they're like, what? I can't hear you. What? It's just please turn down your radio and stuff. Whiskey, yeah, there was a bunch of events where awareness we came in thinking that it was okay, and we asked someone where the armor was because we heard that there was a report about a possibility of armor in the area, and we got lit up from a BMP that was 20 meters outside the perimeter that nobody had spotted. 5 seconds after entering. It was very frustrating.
Yeah.
Kanan, Willoughby, did I miss anything?
Negative, think you got it, boss.
Yeah, other than just kind of an inter-Whiskey thing of, I don't think it's a good idea to plan to be besieged in a building all by ourselves at the start.
True. Yeah, that was definitely kind of a shit plan on my part. I thought that the ladder would work, but it didn't.
Yeah.
And then we got besieged.
Yep, then I hid in the room.
Yeah.
Okay, airtime.
We had some problems with tracking targets, I think. But it was mostly sorted out by the end of the op. Communication, again, it's already been mentioned 3 times, so I'm not going to say it again. When a medevac is called, it's time for a medevac, regardless of anything else. I did set up a little point on the top of Hammer Odd there where I got 3 crates put in. So for the next stop, we are going to have some more supplies. Anything else from anyone else in there?
Just what's a little different was when we're getting these air threats and stuff, it's hard for Fortune or others to know, but you've got the pinging of the audible warning that you're being one. You got missiles inbound, or it just stayed pinging us. And so communication, sometimes if you're wondering what's going on, it's a little difficult because we're hearing this pinging. I don't know if pinging's the right sound, but we're being pinged by the radar. from the anti-air, and so that makes it a little difficult. Still running into issues. I think we'll have to work that out off the side with frames. For myself, sounds like Johnson's being affected also. That's making it almost impossible to fly. Having an issue with the lasers for some reason. Things seems to have changed. I don't know if it's with the update, but my laser wasn't working, and not having the night vision in the camera was a bit of an issue. So those are some technical stuff that would make a world of difference. I think it was pretty exciting up as far as there's lots going on for Mustangs anyway. And kudos to everybody responsible for that, making the mission and so forth. Yeah, so once those things are ironed out, I think it'll be a lot better.
On the note of being spiked, once you're spiked, you are being actively engaged, whether they fired a missile or not. So if you're spiked and they're pinging you, you kill that fucking shit.
Yeah, and that gets into...
But on that point, don't be going 14 kilometers south of the axis of advance to be doing that. Because at one point I saw you way down in the south side of Bornholm. Like, you're flying over enemy territory and you're dead in real situations.
Yeah. So I was purposely staying out until trying to figure out... we had the other Mustang in there. Needed to get up to try to change some settings, view distances. I had to change my view distances way down, so I wasn't even seeing that far out to get it even manageable, and even then it was terrible. So part of that was, I know Mustang 1 had identified some anti-air in the south, so I was a little safer there without doing any harm or being called upon, and let him take the lead to support the op in the north.
I think that's everything from Airdet. Kendall's probably AFK.
Oh, I'm still here. I'm just maybe my mic's on hot mic.
Did you have anything you needed to add to the AR, Kendall?
No. Other than, like I said, I seen one section move them fairly well. It's one of the first flanking maneuvers I've ever witnessed. That looked like it was pretty successful. A lot of heat, a lot of action. I like it. Keep it up there, one. The Zeusen. Good job.
Yeah, that was really fun. Awesome.
Yeah, I really enjoyed myself.
Yeah. I ended up seeing a lot of people, like, this just kind of goes for everyone, a lot of people panicking. Like, they're more of
J. Hallis joined your channel.
It felt like. And they were just, I mean, they were trying to help, right? They're trying to do what's good, but in the end, they weren't really following orders, and I have a feeling that was a symptom of just kind of people panicking and not knowing what to do, and really the way to fix that is just remember that cooler heads prevail. If you try and keep that panic under control, stuff will work a lot more smoothly. That was all.
Anything else from anybody else?
Yeah, I have some points.
Go ahead.
So, one of the main problems tonight that I saw was the fact that you guys split your section without properly having enough people. Well, you had the numbers, but you didn't have the leadership to do it. You were very heavily fucked by the fact that each section didn't have both an IC and a 2IC.
Mm-hmm.
You always need one of those. There's nothing really wrong with Daniel, but he's not trained enough to know what 2ICs do. And that's basically made Bravo group ineffective completely because they didn't have anyone to specifically lead them. And even if Rokus didn't go down, the fact that he didn't have a 2IC just increased the workload on him. The 2IC is the one who basically makes sure the section is doing what the fuck they're supposed to be doing. So if every single person in the section is looking in one direction where they're not supposed to be, that's the 2IC's job. And since neither section, I think, actually had a trained 2IC, no one was there to kind of unfuck that situation. This might partially be relieved by the fact if we start doing JLCs again. Now that Willoughby's back, he's the one who ran them before, and he'll probably, hopefully, help us run them again. But yeah, that will really hurt us a lot.
I think with our current numbers, we need to, like you said, have another leadership course and start pushing people up through into leadership.
Definitely.
It became a lot more difficult once basically the two sections became one again. Because what happened there, exactly how you said, Woolridge, once I lost contact with Rokas, I was very confused with where they were. Well, remember, I also don't have a Blueford tracker, so I don't even know where they are, and I don't know exactly what they're doing. And yeah, I think you're right there that we didn't set up the two sections correctly. So when Rokas went down, not necessarily, I don't know what they were doing. Maybe they were doing everything right. It's just that I did not know exactly what they were doing and how they were proceeding. So I was trying to understand who was up, who was down. And then that's when we decided to rejoin them. However, that also took a long time because right when Rokas went down, that's when my section was being pinned down by an enemy vehicle, and I had two guys down that Demi was treating, and I only had one guy up. It took a long time, right, Demi, to take them up, and and for us to start moving towards Bravo to understand exactly the situation. And that's, I think that's was the moment when somebody must have called the Kazavac, and 401 got there and was already down there for a while. So that was the moment of confusion that happened there. So yeah, I agree with organizing the section better so that there's a clear chain of command when one goes down, who takes over. I'll take that on me for not organizing that. Do a better job next time.
Other than that, also kind of wish Rokas was here because I don't like to beat on someone who isn't here. But Rokas, I noticed because I was mostly with Bravo because they were the ones heading towards Whiskey who were all sorts of fucked up. I noticed he specifically wasn't because he didn't have a 2IC, he wasn't doing the job of a 2IC, so he was leading, and everyone around him kind of just like was attached to his hip and looked and did exactly what he did. If you guys don't have a 2IC in this section, you guys need to fucking self-discipline yourself. You need to think what you should be doing. This converging, everyone wants to shoot something is fucking, it happens to every army unit, whoever, no matter where you go. Everyone wants to converge and shoot things. Unfortunately, some people can't be shooting at something. Somebody in the section is going to be doing the boring shit of looking behind the section or doing shit like that. I'll just name a specific example. When there was 2 apartment blocks that Whiskey was at. They were at the further one. But we took contact at the bottom of Whiskey's apartment block. And so every single person, all 5 people in Bravo, sat on one side of the building, some of them in the open, and shot the people on the ground. Kendall, hot mic. And I noticed that none of them decided to do any flanking or looking around. There is a entire another side to the office block that they could have went around to, and there's a forest there. It was an easy place for 2 or 3 people to go around and get a nice little flank or just spread out.
That's squad leader.
And so you guys got to think about this and not bunch up and not all converge on the same contact, because a single grenade would have killed every single one of you. You were that close. That's kind of a problem. And
I also saw, not to cut you off, but I also saw, just backing that up, I saw a lot of people standing in the middle of the middle of the road or fields, just standing straight up and down, covering concealment.
Yeah, you have a prone button. If you have no cover and you can't build a trench, at least fucking go prone. It's not like real life where you're like, oh, I have 1,000 pounds of gear, I don't want to go prone and then go back up. It's Arma. You press a button, you go down. You press a button, you go back up. And then my last point, we kind of really already talked about it, but medevacs, it doesn't exactly have to be the medic, but somebody has to be in charge of the casualties, and they have to be the one to decide, yes, they need to be casevaced. If somebody's not in charge of them, and somebody randomly who's not there at the situation calls in a casevac for them,
Kendall disconnected from your channel.
There. So if we're calling in a CASVAC, somebody has to be at the casualties right there and controlling the situation there. So if you're calling in a CASVAC for casualties you're not next to, you need to get in contact with someone who is, or to not call in the CASVAC at that point. Because it comes down to situational awareness. You don't have enough information to make the call, and then that shit can happen, like it did tonight.
It's an incident commander. Every MassCast has one.
Yeah. Usually it's just me, the medic, or whoever is the medic, me or Demi, or someone else is doing medic stuff. Or it can be the IC or 2IC if the medics aren't around. But yeah, someone has to be there and someone has to be calling the shots. And that was all 3 of my points.
So,
Go ahead.
kind of going back to the kind of going 360, and also another point is, when you see a guy go down and someone, let's say, is there just to stop the bleeding, so they don't eventually have to take longer to get up, we don't need like 3 guys on one person just bandaging. At max, we only should have 1. And the rest should then be going to 360 security, watching.
I would argue 3 at max.
So when Ruckus and
but
Ken
not
went down,
3 infantry.
once
It'd
it
be
got
2
a certain
medics
location, I brought them in, and I was just
at
stopping
max.
the bleeding.
And that'd only
so make
be
it a
for
medic
one
job
guy
a bit
doing
easier,
CPR and 2 others
so that they won't be in a
doing
worse
intubation
condition when the medic
and
comes. But people were there like, do you need help? Do you need help? Like, only one person should be there. The rest should be watching.
R. Baron
especially if you have
disconnected
an
from your channel.
And that's it.
Alright.
Alright.
I think that's it. I'm gonna stop.
We done here?